You're locked on to the EYT Media Network.
And good evening and welcome to Memorial Stadium tonight. It is Kerle Tire District 9 AA Championship football coming your way as the Brookville Raiders get set to take on the Central Clarion Wildcats. Mike Kalinowski, Randy Cathcart here tonight as we get set to bring you this exciting contest here on the Kerle Tire pregame show. Well, I'll tell you, we got a great game on tap this evening in this AA championship. Earlier in the season, right off the bat, Clarion was able to knock off Brookville earlier, but you know, the season has gone through, and we'll see if Brookville maybe has sharpened their game a little bit. And we know that this Central Clarion team, Randy, has just been rolling through folks here as of late.
Yeah, the beginning of the season was a pretty good indicator of how these teams were going to fare. And Clarion came out on top early in the first game of the season. And since then, Clarion has been undefeated. And Brookville, other than one little stumble, I believe they've won 7 in a row. So both teams are headed in the right direction. It should be a really good game tonight, and I'm very excited to see it.
All right, we do have a lot coming your way, too, in the pregame show. We'll talk a little bit about the game itself, the two teams involved, and we'll go inside the game. We'll go around District 9, let you know there are some other contests, of course, in those single-A semifinals going on tonight as well. We'll talk about the keys to the game, field conditions, weather forecast, too. That's all coming up right here as we continue on the Kerle Tire pregame show. We'll take a time out. We're back with more for you, and it is Brookville here against Central Clarion in the District 9 AA Championship. Is brought to you by Kerle Tire, and it's right here on exploreClarion and D9Sports.com.
I chose MPRC because it was great to have a local, affordable option here in northwestern Pennsylvania. I live in this community, and I wanted to stay in this community.
Learn more at discovernprc.org.
Two born and raised Clarion County attorneys with an office in Clarion, serving the Tri-County area in criminal defense, DUI family law, child custody, divorce, and wills and estates. Visit their website at aaronandmerwin.com or contact them at 814-229-5300.
Hi folks, Matt Hummel from Clarion Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. We just wanted to wish everyone in the region with the football teams good luck in the playoffs.
Are you ready to boost your team spirit? Look no further than shopteamwear.com, your one-stop destination for all your school and team apparel needs. We've got you covered whether you're a die-hard fan searching for the latest gear or aiming to fundraise for your team. And here's the best part, you're in control. Choose the products and prices that work for you. Discover the ultimate apparel shopping and fundraising experience at shopteamwear.com. It's time to gear up, fundraise with ease, and make a statement together. Boost your team spirit, empower your community. Shopteamwear.com, where passion meets fashion.
Oaks Building Supply is dedicated to providing quality building products to the community. You will always find what you need for your home improvement project and get great advice on how to do the job at Oaks Building Supply. Customer satisfaction is a top priority. Oaks Building Supply, for all your building and lumber supply needs. Located on Route 66 in Lucinda.
Locally owned and operated, Hager Paving of Strattonville provides a range of services: hot mix asphalt, cold patch asphalt, tar and chipping, and seal coating. Hager Paving's reputation in business is based on customer service, referrals, and your satisfaction. Serving residential, commercial, industrial, and local municipalities throughout Western Pennsylvania, exceptional service, exceptional quality. That's Hager Paving of Strattonville. Call 814-764-5080. That's 814-764-5080 for Hager Paving. You're listening to the EYT Media Network.
And welcome back here to Memorial Stadium. It is Kerle Tire High School football here on the EYT Media Network. Tonight, it is the District 9 AA Championship here from Memorial Stadium in Clarion, and hopefully soon, Aljacks Field. We're trying.
Yes.
It should very well be.
I agree.
And so tonight we got a great matchup tonight, Brookville here in Central Clarion, and we're going to look inside the game here, brought to you by Brookville Equipment. And here's a game, too, that puts two offenses out there that are really hitting stride. Clarion's hit stride all year long. Brookville started off a little bit slow, and now they are rolling. If you look at Clarion, with Ferguson, on the season, 2,225 yards, 38 touchdowns, and only 3 interceptions. That's just almost unheard of.
I don't know what the school record is or what the record is for District 9, but that's incredible for a high school kid to have 38 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. Very impressive, but equally impressive, the Brookville quarterback has had a great season also. Both of these quarterbacks were selected all-conference. And actually, both teams have a lot of kids that were selected all-conference. So both of these offenses are very talented. They have great receivers, good quarterbacks. I think the ball is going to be in the air a lot tonight.
Yeah, that's something, too, we've seen over the last few weeks. And the receiving core for Brookville, they have a lot of guys that they go to. You know, it's just not one guy. Pete, also Freeman in there. Sam Krug has caught a bunch of touchdown passes. And then also Belfour with 23 receptions as well.
Right.
You never know who they're going to go to. They spread it out well.
Right.
And so that keeps the defenses certainly on their toes.
And the same can be said about Central Clarion. Smale and they have Smale and Burford, both equally impressive. They can also throw to Tommy Smith. They have a couple of Brady Quinn. They have weapons all over the field. So, as I said, there's athletes on both sides of the ball here. I think it's very impressive to watch these two offenses. They both have the same offensive scheme. They like to spread you out. They like to score quickly, and both are capable of scoring quickly. So, you know, the last game ended up 49-27. I don't see any reason why they don't light the scoreboard up again tonight.
Yeah, it was interesting, too, that the first contest, Brookville hung in there quite a ways through that ball game. And I know Crew got banged up a little bit late in that game, but, once they kind of got their wheels back after that injury, it seems like they really not have missed a step since then.
Right, and if my memory serves me correctly, turnovers played a huge part in that game. I think Clarion got up on them real early and just kept putting a hammer to them, and Brookville just kept coming back. So, you know, it was one of those games that lasted forever because both teams were just running the ball up and throwing the ball in the air, and the scoreboard was stopped constantly. But it was a very entertaining game, and again, I look for tonight to have the same results.
All right, we're going to take another timeout. We just went inside the game, looked into what's going on here tonight. Some of the key players brought to you by Brookville Equipment. We'll take another timeout. We're going to come out. We'll go around District 9 tonight. More playoff action coming up, and it's all on the way. Tonight it is Brookville here at Central Clarion. Kerle Tire, District 9 AA Championship. It is live right here on ExploreClarion at D9Sports.com.
Zockrell Motor Truck Sales in Clarion is an International Diamond Ed certified service department. As one of only 276 such shops in all of North America, you can be sure that when your medium or heavy-duty truck needs service, the job will be done correctly at Zockrell Motors. Our work is guaranteed nationwide at any international truck dealer, and our parts and service prices can't be beaten. Our technicians are factory trained and factory certified. Don't trust a shop that just thinks that they can make repairs. Come to Zockrell Motors Diamond Edge Certified Service Department. If it's maintenance you need, click ZockrellMotors.com or call us for a quote on those jobs too. Our prices are great. Best of all, you know the repair is done right and it's guaranteed. Get your truck service work done at Zockrell Motor Truck Sales, 2 miles north of exit 64 Interstate 80 in Clarion.
Welcome to 12 Series, a veteran-owned and operated company. Want to stand out amongst the crowd? This is the brand for you. They have apparel that ranges from cardio tanks and hoodies to sweat noggin covers. The apparel isn't just designed for the gym, it's designed for everyday life. Whether at work, the range, or at a family outing, 12 Series will turn heads. Find and like 12 Series on Facebook and Instagram.
Hey Julie, nice deck! Did you get that at Tio Nesta Builder Supply?
It's Tio Nesta Builder Supply, and yes, Dave, I did.
Wonder if they sell siding and roofing at Tio Nesta Builder Supply.
It's Tio Nesta, and yes, Tio Nesta Builder Supply has that too. Come on, Dave. You've never been there? They have 2 showrooms for anything home improvement. Mom got a custom kitchen there. Bill down the street got the materials for his garage. They have this awesome website, www.tionestabuilders.us. You can buy online. They really have everything for the home.
Wow! I'm heading over to Tio Nesta. I know. Tio Nesta Builders.
Tio Nesta Builder Supply Home Improvement Center, family owned and operated since 1958, with locations in Tio Nesta and Shippenville.
That sounds good. I'll check them out online at tionestabuilders.us.
Brookville Equipment's always been well known in the community as a great local employer.
Very family-oriented company.
Brookville has a really great benefits plan here.
We're pretty diverse in what we do, from mining to streetcars to locomotives.
We're helping the infrastructure of the country.
Medical insurance, dental, vision, competitive wages, paid time off.
It's an opportunity. It's something that you can enjoy doing.
And you can apply right through our website.
Clarion Forest VNA believes the emotional and physical well-being of a patient is enhanced by the patient receiving care in the familiar surroundings of home. Their staff of caring professionals work closely with physicians to administer quality care to meet the needs of each individual. As a pioneer in home health care in Clarion and Forest County, Clarion Forest VNA continue to grow to meet the community's need for in-home care, offering many different services and programs to meet the patient's need. Clarion Forest VNA, located at 271 Perkins Road in Clarion. Call us toll-free at 1-800-262-2118.
Back here at Memorial Stadium. Kerle Tire District 9 Championship football coming your way tonight. Brookville, Central Clarion. Always got to watch because I still call them the Blue Raiders. But they did that too. We were over there earlier this year. We had that first game, and they slipped a few times even at the PA announcers.
Yep.
All right, so taking a look here tonight, we're going to go around the district right now. And we'll see what other games are going on, brought to you by MHY Family Services. Of course, we have the game here, Central Clarion, Brookville here at PennWest Clarion. And then in the semifinals tonight, Red Bank Valley is taking on Countersport up in Kane. And Port Allegheny is against Brockway tonight up in Bradford. We'll have scores from those at D9Sports.com. And, excuse me, in the Class 4A sub-regional, it's DuBois and Juniata at 7 o'clock. And so there is your Around the District MHY Family Services. A look at the games going on Time to take a look at your weather forecast brought to you by J&J Feeds and Needs and Trailer Sales. Tonight, 36 will be the low temperature out there, partly cloudy conditions. Pretty good night for football here. It's going to be dry is what they are saying, so should be great. And field conditions sponsored by Cousin Basil Restaurant. It's the artificial surface, so can't get any better than that.
Field's great.
So we should have no trouble. All right, so again, the field conditions brought to you by Cousin Basil's Restaurant. And when we look at this contest here tonight, these two teams, long time going back and forth over the years, even when Clarion was playing as Clarion and CL was playing as CL. So a long history between the two. And I'll tell you, you look at history, Clarion's going to be a favorite in this one. They're the leading teams as far as scoring in the state of Pennsylvania. This is a team that's been hitting on all cylinders all year long. But you always got to watch out, too, because a team like Brookville is one of them that can kind of sneak up. And, boy, Brookville would like nothing more tonight than come out of here with a big upset win. That would make season after season just kind of disappear with a big victory here tonight.
Yeah, I read an article, I believe it was in Explore Clarion, that this group of seniors, this is their third championship game that they've been in 4 years, and they have yet to win a district championship. So certainly they have the motivation. On the other side, I talked to Coach Eagleton last week, and he was very concerned about trying to keep his kids sharp. There's obviously two sides to look at that, two ways to look at an off week. But I think his philosophy was you got to keep them working, you got to keep them sharp. And so, I think both teams obviously have some motivation in this game. And as I said, both teams are loaded offensively, and the quarterbacks are very, very effective. And it should be an exciting game for the fans here to see.
All right, we'll take a timeout. We're going to come back. We'll have some keys to the game. We'll see what Mr. Cathcart thinks each team needs to do to come out with a win here tonight. And we'll take that break. And it is Kerle Tire District 9 Championship Football tonight. Brookville, Central Clarion. It's right here on the EYT Media Network.
Located at 511 Main Street in Shippenville, All-American Awards and Engraving is expanding to provide even better customer service with that personal small-town feel. From embroidery to engraving to screen printing to personalized gifts, All-American Awards and Engraving is ready to help you make your organization, business, school team, or event stand out with All-American Awards and Engraving's quality promotional products. Visit their showroom for apparel, trophy, and awards ideas at 511 Main Street or visit their website at allamericanhq.com.
There you go. There are your Brookville Raiders. They come running onto the football field. And they're getting set. Here come the Central Clarion Wildcats now on the other side. Boy, I'll tell you what, the music's loud right now here tonight as he's trying to fire up these players. I don't know, it seems like over the years they keep playing the music louder and louder.
Might be us.
It could be, too. And it's a lot different.
Yes, definitely.
So the Central Clarion Wildcats, you got a good shot there of them coming on. So let's take a look now. We have a chance. We will look at some of the keys to the game brought to you by Kerle's Kitchen. Randy, what do you think? You know, you've had a chance to see these teams this year. You saw Clarion several times early in the season. And what do you think each team needs to do to come out with a win?
Well, I'll start with Brookville. Number one, I think Brookville has to contain Jace Ferguson. You know, not only is he their leading passer and their leading scorer, he's also their leading rusher. So they really have to contain him, keep him in the pocket. And number two, I think they have to make Central Clarion drive the field. Central Clarion loves to score quickly. They love to go deep. I think if Brookville can force Central Clarion to go dink and dunk, I think they have a shot. And lastly, turnovers. They need to limit the turnovers and stay ahead of the chains. If they can do that, I think they can stay in this game. On the other side, Central Clarion, you know, they've been on a roll all year. I think their number one thing is just jump on Brookville early. That's what they did the first time they played them. That's what they've done to almost all their opponents. They seem to be able to find that way to score quickly and frustrate their opponents. Number two, spread the ball around. They've got many athletes all over the place. Their offense is littered with all conference players. Get them the ball. And number three, do what you've been doing all year. You know, they've been successful running the ball, mixing it up, throwing the ball, going deep. You know, they've just got a plethora of talent. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
All right, again, those are our keys to the game. Nice job there, too. Brought to you by Kerle's Kitchen. Randy doing a good job. At least we're keeping with the same sound because we had Katis' keys to the game. There's Cathcart's keys. Got to stay consistent. Some other sponsors you want to thank tonight, too. Do want to thank Nate Beckwith of Beckwith Supply for helping us with the game fee tonight. Also, Farmers Mutual Fire Insurance Company of Marble. Friends of Donna Oberlander, Logue and Urick. Aaron and Merwin, Siegel Insurance, the Carpet Barn, Clairview Nursing and Rehabilitation Center, Central Electric Co-op, Treese and Associates, Top Tier Financial Credit Union, and you can go to toptierfcu.org for more information there. We got the coin toss going on down on the field. I think Randy already knows who it is. He was paying attention early.
I was trying, but I'm not sure. They're very careful not to give it away.
This is Bob Dunkel's favorite part of the game, so we want to make sure that we bring that to you. The ceremonial coin toss. See who gets this football to get things started. Still talking it over. They already know.
Yes, they do.
But they're good.
Yeah. Well, Kevin's a good talker. Kevin Dover spikes the white hat tonight. He's a good talker.
See all the guys shaking their head? Yeah.
Yep.
Wonder if any of the players before the game have ever handed him a pair of glasses. Said, this might help tonight. Got some of the fans. Got some of the fans there already. In here.
And there is a nice crowd here tonight, too.
There sure is. That's the den there for the Wildcats.
Clarion has won the toss. They will defer to second half.
Central Clarion is going to defer, so they go against your kind of.
That's right.
Your thing.
That's right. But that's the reason I'm not the head coach.
We'll have the anthem coming up momentarily, so it will be Brookville getting the football first. And
gentlemen, please remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem by the Central Clarion Wildcat Band.
All right, there you go. There's the national anthem. Wildcat Marching Band doing a fantastic job, too. A couple more sponsors we do want to sneak in for you here. We have Delta Contractors, Ace Concrete, MCM Windows and Doors, Armstrong, Indiana, Clarion Drug and Alcohol Commission, Phoenix Rehabilitation in Clarion and Brookville, Terra Works, and Trinity Point Church of God. Those are additional sponsors here tonight. So Brookville will get the football to get things started here this evening. The Raiders take a look here who's going back. And we're picking out numbers. So 21 back there deep. That is Jack Pete. And number 5 is Hayden Freeman. Euchert, he can kick. He'll send her deep, too. Kickoff brought to you by Penn State Du Bois. That'll wrap up our Kerle Tire pregame show. Well, here we go, Mr. Cathcart. Should be a good one.
Looking forward to it.
Euchert's kickoff. And it's going to take a bounce, and it's going to be picked up by Freeman. Here's Freeman cutting back up the middle of the field. He'll be stopped shy of the 15-yard line.
Up close to the 15-yard line.
Not surprised they kept the ball away from Pete.
Yeah, Pete is a speedster, too, one of the favorite targets of Krug.
Yep, one of their best athletes for sure.
First quarter sponsor is Clarion Forest VNA. Sirianni will be in the backfield. Here's Krug working out of the shotgun. He's going to send Twins out to the left, that single receiver off to the right side. He's going to send Freeman in motion. Going to fake to Sirianni. Fires that ball downfield, and it is going to be knocked away. What a nice play by Burford.
Yep.
The intended receiver downfield was Pete, and we're going to see probably a lot of that tonight.
You know, I think that it says a lot about what Brookville wants to do. They attacked right away, not afraid to go against the all-conference back in Burford. Burford was stride for stride with them. Krug threw a nice ball, just hit him in the hands, and Burford was able to knock it away.
Twins on each side of the line of scrimmage. Going to give that to Sirianni. He's going to hit a wall and be driven backwards. Nothing there. He may even lose one.
By the interior of the Central Clarion defensive line for a short gain, or actually.
That's a loss on the play. It's going to set up a third down at 11 now. So third and long, brought to you by Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. So Brookville all of a sudden comes out here facing a third and long. We'll see if they come back down here for this setup with Burford with Pete.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go, third down and long. Brookville, Krug working out of that shotgun formation. Looking to throw, has time, fires that football, and it is intercepted. It is picked off. Was that Ferguson over there? It was.
Yep.
So Ferguson with a big interception. Wow.
And that's his 5th interception. He leads the team in interceptions. He just stepped in front of the receiver, played it well, kind of baited him. He threw the ball and stepped in front, made a great interception.
Ferguson, one of the few players that can claim they have more interceptions than they have thrown, right? He has 5 and only thrown 3.
Yep. And that showed you what kind of an athlete he is. I mean, he just glides across the field. Great athlete and even a better kid.
Ferguson will work out of the shotgun here. Central Clarion set up well at the 25-yard line of Brookville. He's going to hand that football off. Over the right side, running with that football, that's Harrison. And he'll be driven out of bounds. And he'll have nice yardage, close to 10. It just depends where the spot's going to be.
Knocked out of bounds by Pete. That'll be a pickup of 9 on the play, second and short.
So it's going to be a 9-yard pickup that time. Nice run.
That's the thing that's dangerous about Central Clarion is, they've got a good ground game. They don't show it often because they have so many athletes at the wide receiver position, but they do have a good ground game and very diverse attack. They can attack you on the ground or in the air.
Harrison in the backfield this time with Ferguson. He can run too. Ferguson's going to be hit and dropped though this time. Nowhere for him to go. And getting him, if he turn around.
Yeah.
I believe that was 52 is a Hannah, I believe, was the one in there to get him. Yep.
Yeah. He shot that gap. He came through clean. So he hit Ferguson before Ferguson even had a chance to make a cut.
Ferguson's like, oh, boy.
Yeah.
That's a loss on the play of 5. Back to the 31-yard line. 3rd down and 6. Harrison goes in motion. Looking to throw. Ferguson, looking, fires, and it's caught across the middle. And still running with that football. And I believe that was Smale with the catch, and it is. Yep. Smale will have the first down to the 9-yard line.
And again, Brookville did a great job bottling up Ferguson. He couldn't. They contained him. He couldn't scramble. He couldn't run. He kept his eyes downfield the whole time. Was able to pick up Smale at the last minute, and Smale, being the athlete that he is, was able to pick up the first down.
Picked up 12 yards on the play. They're in the Dubrook red zone. Ball resting at the 9-yard line. Burford split wide out to the right. He is going to be the lone receiver. Double sidecar. Ferguson hands out to Nazer. Nazer's going to be spun down on the backfield.
That's Hannah again. He came through. Yep. Yeah. Came through the middle. He shot a little stunt in the middle. We weren't able to pick him up. That's the second time he's been able to penetrate and make a tackle for a loss there. So Central Clarion is going to have to make an adjustment there.
That'll push him back to the 12-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 12 now for the Wildcats. Going to go with that bunch up on top of the screen there. Burford is the lone receiver off to the right.
All by himself.
Here's Ferguson out of the shotgun. 2nd and goal from the 12. He's going to pitch that out. And that is
nice play.
And all over it again. Brady Quinn got the pitch out, but he's going to be dropped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Brookville read it well.
That was Jack Pete. Made a great play there. They ran trips on the left side, ran a little option on the right side. Pete was the only one there. Had he not made that tackle, Brady would have walked in. Quinn would have walked in for a touchdown. So that was a touchdown-saving tackle and actually a loss. Great play by Jack Pete.
So Quinn and Smale are going to be off to the left side. Here's Ferguson out of the shotgun. 3rd and goal for the 12. Ferguson now looking to throw. Ferguson fires that football.
Touchdown.
Wide open. It's caught, and that's touchdown. That's Smith with the touchdown. That'll go 12 yards for the score for the Wildcats.
And again, that's what makes Ferguson so dangerous. They had a blitz on the inside. They brought the backers through the inside trying to get some penetration. Central Clarion was able to pick up the blitz, and Tommy was left all alone. That's where the backers usually cover the tight end over the middle.
So Euchre's on for the extra point try here. That's a 12-yard touchdown pass. Euchre's kick, it's up, and that kick is almost always automatic, and there it is, 7-0. Central Clarion lead, 7:59 to go here in quarter number 1. And you're watching Kerle Tire District 9 Championship Football right here on the EYT Media Network. Right back here at Memorial Stadium. 7:59 to go in quarter number 1. The interception by Ferguson put Central Clarion in a good field position, and they end up scoring on the drive. Here's Euchre kicking it off. And again, that ball's going to go into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20-yard line.
That'll be a touchback.
So Brookville will come out here with the ball at the 20. Wise move that time. by Freeman.
What a big benefit to be able to kick the ball into the end zone in high school football and start off on your opponent's 20-yard line. That's a great advantage. Not very many high school kickers can do that consistently.
So here we go, Brookville. The Raiders started their own 20-yard line. They trail here by a 7-0 score. Krug will work in the backfield. Sidecar right, Sirianni. Going to hand that football off right up the gut. There he goes. Nice run up across the 25 and up to about the 27-yard line. That's a gain of 7, 2nd down and 3. Good run.
Good run for Brookville, and that's what they need to do, is just to settle these guys down a little bit, have some success, get Krug a couple passes where he can complete, get his confidence level a little bit high, and maybe they can start moving the ball, stay ahead of the chains.
So 2nd down and 3 now for the Raiders. Single receiver on each side for Krug. He's going to send Sirianni out. Krug's going to keep it, and he's going to get stood up in the middle, right up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Nothing there for Krug.
That's good defense there by Central Clarion Wildcats. They had a couple of defenders that just stuffed that hole, and there was no running room for them.
So here we go, 3rd down and short, 3rd down and 3. For Brookville, you got to pick this one up here.
Yeah, this is a manageable 3rd and 3. This is a critical down for them to get some success.
Looking to throw, Krug fires the ball. It's complete across the middle. That is caught, and that's 1st down. And we'll see getting up.
It was a very good call by Brookville.
That was Masonko with the catch.
It was the inside receiver on the twin side, on the far side. They just ran a little hook. Krug hit him. Good pitch and catch, good confidence builder, and a good 1st down for Brookville, for sure.
Twins on each side again for Krug. He'll work here with the new set of downs. 1st down's brought to you by Nick's Auto Body. Ball sitting at the 33-yard line. They send Freeman in motion. They're going to pitch it out here to Pete, but it's overthrown, and boy, I'll tell you what, Burford got his paw on it, and he chases it down just in case that pass was a backward pass, but goes out of bounds.
Heads-up play by Burford, just a bubble screen. They brought trips to this side, tried to bubble screen. Burford jumped that, almost had a pick 6 on that one. Had that ball been thrown down a little bit, he'd have picked it off and been off to the races.
Good shots by Brett down there on the field, right up and close for you. Krug, Sirianni in the backfield. He's got Twins on top, single receiver on the bottom. He's going to give that to Sirianni, and this time he's not going to go anywhere. He'll lose about 2 back to the 31-yard line, sets up a 3rd and long.
That was Braylon Beckwith. You can't say enough about him. Was the MVP, defensive MVP of the KSAC, and he's had a heck of a year. He anchors that defense, and he's just Mr. Consistent.
3rd down 12 now for the Raiders. 5:44 to go here in this 1st quarter. Clarion Forest VNA. Here's Krug. Oh, man, we got movement.
Deja vu.
Yeah, that'll be false start against the offense. They'll back them up 5. So that 3rd and 12 becomes a 3rd and 17.
And that's a big penalty. 3rd and 12, a little bit more manageable. 3rd and 17, that's a tough one, especially against this defense. You don't want to force something. You don't want to get another interception or a turnover here. So, maybe try to hit something underneath, and maybe we can break it. Brookville can break a tackle and get a 1st down here.
Watch for Freeman and Belfort at the top of the screen. Pete's on the bottom here. Krug looks to the sideline, now turns his attention back. 3rd and long.
Wow.
Ball snap back, looking to throw. Fires that football downfield. He's looking for Freeman in the middle, but it's going to go incomplete. And we'll have a punt coming up now.
Very interesting defense there by Clarion. They had 7 people in the line of scrimmage, and all of them were standing up. They dropped 4 of them and rushed 3. But I don't know if I've ever seen Central Clarion do that. They had everyone was standing, and nobody had a hand down. Everybody was standing up. So it was interesting, and I'm surprised Brookville was able to pick up the defenders.
So here we go. Punt on the way. Punts away, short. It's going to bounce at the 45 and then out of bounds right around the 48-yard line. Well, they're going to say right at the 45. Okay. We didn't have that angle. There is an injured player.
I believe that's a punter.
Yeah, that was a Riley Payne.
Injury timeout.
So we have a quick timeout here, too, and we do want to thank all those great sponsors on the broadcast tonight, especially Nate Beckwith of Beckwith Supply helping us out with the a game fee tonight to bring you this broadcast. And Farmers Mutual Fire Insurance Company of Marble, Donna Oberlander, our state representative, and Logan Urick. Some great sponsors as always. Of course, this time of year, you were some game managers before. You guys always would try to hunt us down for checks, money, and
yeah, that would be Mr. Tonkin.
I do want to say, too, congratulations going out to the Clarion Limestone girls volleyball team. Fantastic season. It came to an end at West Branch on Tuesday. We were over there for that match. That was on the NFHS network and fought hard all year. And so you see these local teams doing very, very well for them. Talked to their coach, and, they were just so pleased to get into the state playoffs. They wanted to go further. But you get to that point, too. And just like next week, when they talk about who the Central Clarion team or Brookville team could play next week, it just gets harder and harder, especially in this AA.
Yeah, absolutely. And, sometimes you kind of take for granted. We've been very fortunate in this area to have successful teams in almost every sport. When it happens, you got to really cherish the moment because it doesn't happen all the time. And, there's so many things that could go wrong. Even an illness, a sickness, an injury, something here or there. When it happens and you're successful, you really have to cherish the moment because it goes quickly.
And they're helping Riley Payne there, and hopefully everything's okay as they help him off the field. Yeah, things do, and it's just, you look at Mason Martin at the beginning of the season as well. We were there for that ball game. Unbelievable. I thought he just had fallen down, maybe cramping or something, and it turned into the situation today. And folks still got to send your prayers to Mason. He's making some progress, but still has the good days and bad days. So here we go. Central Clarion from the 45 of Brookville, so they have excellent field position again. Nazer went in motion. And they're going to look to throw here. Ferguson firing that football, and it is just out of reach there at Quinn. Goes incomplete.
Ferguson's pass intended for
I think that's really interesting. Clarion comes out with an empty back. Oh, they got a flag on the play.
There is a flag on that far side. Again, penalties brought to you by Red Bank Chevrolet. Folks, don't make a penalty on your next new car or truck. Get down to Red Bank Chevrolet.
What I was saying anyway is Central Clarion came out with an empty set, and Brookville adjusted immediately to it, and I think that's one of the most holding against Central Clarion.
Against Nazer.
Yep. I think that's one of their most dangerous formations that they have, but Brookville obviously has prepared for that. They adjusted their safeties. They played a cover one. They only had one deep safety. They were ready for it. So obviously both coaching staffs have done a great job scouting and preparing for both teams.
Smith and Burford will be on the near side. On that far side, Smales over there along with Kemmer. Ball sitting at the 40-yard line after that, after the penalty. Ferguson's going to look to throw again. Fires that football. Finds Smith across the middle. Here's Smith breaking tackles. 30, 25-yard line. And he sets him up for another first down all the way down to the 22-yard line. That will be a pickup of about, 23?
Really well-designed play. They flooded the zone. They had two inside receivers went straight down the field. They brought Tommy Smith right down the middle, drug him across. Then they flared out the halfback, which brought the linebacker out. So really well-designed play and very well executed.
So Central Clarion set up. Ball down to the 22-yard line. 1st and 10 now. Here's Ferguson. Again, working out of the shotgun, looking to throw again. Fires that football. It is caught. That is Quinn. And he's going to be forced out of bounds, but not until he gets them into 1st and goal position. Ball down at the 9-yard line. That's a gain of 14, and they're going to drop the chains, and Central Clarion now threatening for score number 2.
Again, I think that's their most dangerous formation. It's an empty set. They have 5 quick receivers. Ferguson rolls to his right. He's so athletic. He can throw on the run. It's almost unfair because he can pick out from 5 very gifted, very talented, and very fast receivers. And in that case, he had Quinn on the sideline for a good gain.
Double sidecar here for Ferguson. He'll have Burford the wide out to the right. Going to send the man in motion. Hands that football off to Nazar. Nazar's going to be hit and driven backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 12 again. Saw that happen before.
They've tried that the heavy set where they bring Hyman in as a tight end and they bring 2 backs in. Somebody's still down from Central Clarion.
So another injury down on the field. That's a loss of 3 on the play. It'll be a second and goal from the 12. 3:59 to go here in this first quarter here on EYT. Glad you could be with us tonight. Of course, we'll have scores on the D9 Sports website and Explore Clarion, updates of the other games that are going on tonight. And take a look here if we can pull some of those things up for you here this evening. But you can go there anytime to check the scores. A couple injuries here back to back. And right now, Red Bank and County, nothing, that in the first quarter. So Brockway, Port Allegheny, 8:08 to go in the first, no score there. So we'll keep you updated on that as we go on. One thing, too, in AA, I was talking to some guys at school that live over in the Sharon area. Of course, Farrell, that was a Nazar getting up a little shaken up. Mm-hmm. But they said, do you think Central Clarion can, or a team from your area, Brookville, someone could hang with Farrell? Mm-hmm. And I said, I don't know. I mean, I think Central Clarion could play. They're quick enough. I think they're big enough up front. Farrell, I guess, is real big up front, too, this year.
Yes. Yeah, I've talked to Coach Ferguson, and obviously they've scouted ahead. They've seen Farrell, and they've seen Westinghouse, and he's confident in their coaching and their talent that they have. He thinks that they match up very well with either team if they can get by Brookville.
Cameron Smith will be out to the left side. Twins out to the right side here as Burford will be the wide out on this right side. Ferguson's going to go with the empty backfield. Ferguson firing for the end zone, and it is almost picked off and then almost caught. It's incomplete. Smale almost came up with a great catch after it was tipped. So 3rd and goal from the 12.
That was one of those almost interceptions, almost touchdowns.
This is where that stickum from the 80s, 70s, and 80s would have come into play.
I believe it was Freeman that almost had the interception there, number 5, and then Smale almost coming down with the ball out of the end zone now.
So 3rd and goal, and from this position, you don't get it here. Do you send Euchert on?
Boy, I don't know, because they're so dangerous with this empty set. But now they have one back, so we'll see. See what Coach wants to do.
Here's Ferguson looking. He's going to step up. He's going to run. He can move, and he's down to about the 5. So it's now 4th and goal from the 5. The question is, do you send Euchert for the 3, or do you go for it here? If you don't get it, you got Brookville with their back against the wall.
I don't think there's any doubt. I think Central Clarion's going for it.
Give credit to Hannah on the
So here we go. The Wildcats.
Yep. They're going for it.
Yep. Smale and again Kemmer will go left side.
And I would look for Ferguson to roll one way or another and to have this run-pass option. That would put a lot of stress on the defense. Ferguson's such a good athlete and such a good runner. I would look for him to roll to his left.
Here he goes. Looking, firing right across the middle, and it's going to be tipped and incomplete. So Brookville comes up big defensively here to stop Central Clarion. They'll take over at their own 5. Ferguson kind of had his mind set, I think, where he was going to go.
Yeah, he was double covered. He was looking for Smale in the end zone. Smale was double covered. That was an ill-advised pass there. It's usually very unlike Jace. If somebody's covered, he can usually look off to another receiver or roll and make some yardage himself.
Trips are going to go off to that right side. Freeman's on that far side. Pete again on the bottom of the screen here and working right with his feet on the goal line will be Krug out of the shotgun. Sirianni in the backfield. He's going to give it to him. Nice little run up the middle. Gives him a little bit of room. A couple yards out to the 7-yard line. 2nd down and 8.
Harrison was right there to make the tackle, but not until he picked up 3 or 4 yards. So that's a good positive play for Brookville, and I think they're looking for another play just like that, picking up 3 or 4 yards and making a 3rd down manageable.
2nd down and 8. Ball sitting at their own 7 here for the Raiders. 2:19 to go. Turning clock here in quarter number 1. AA championship here at Memorial Stadium. Ball snap back to Krug. Krug looking to throw. Firing across the middle of the field, and it's going to be incomplete.
That was one of those throws that he probably shouldn't have made. He was looking for a receiver. He couldn't find one, and he just slung it down the field. Really not one of his best passes.
That stops the clock at 2:01. So 3rd down and 8. Ball sitting at the 7. Boy, they want to get something here. They really, at this point, really want to try to flip this field at least if they can, because Central Clarion's worked with a short field.
And plus their punter was hurt too.
Yep.
So that's a double whammy there.
Krug in the shotgun again. Looking to throw. Fires and out to Pete, and it is it caught or not?
No.
And they're going to say no, it's incomplete.
Ball's incomplete.
Not surprised that was who they went to. That seems to be his favorite target. Unfortunately for him, they weren't able to make the connection, though. So 4th down again, and Brookville's going to have to punt.
I think this might be Turner now punting. We will see.
Number 1.
Number 1, that is not. That's Krug. So he's going to do double duty.
Krug back to punt.
So Krug standing in his end zone, and now we get a whistle.
Got a flag on the play.
Yeah, offsides, Central Clarion.
So that'll bring 5 back, so it sets up a 4th and 3. Krug now, instead of in the end zone, will be standing right on the goal line.
March off 5 yards against Central Clarion.
Smale is the deep man. Stands back near midfield.
And he was the special receiver.
Oh, he drops the football. That ball is dropped. It is recovered by Central Clarion in the end zone for the touchdown. And that recovering the football, I think that was Jesse Sawicki was the one recovering, and he was the one holding it.
Wow. What a break. What a break for Central Clarion.
Wow, minute 51. Nothing can go wrong down there either. Boy, you're right there at that goal line.
Yep. Terrible, terrible break for Brookville. Again, they lost their punter the last time they punted, and so they have the quarterback there, and he just couldn't handle the ball. We have a flag on this play.
Flag on the play.
Kick is on its way, and it is good, but they're all coming back on. We have to try it again. And we'll get a call here.
Yeah, eventually. Not sure what all the discussion's for.
Nope, here's the call. Turn up the volume here.
Substitution infraction on the offense. 12-man, 5-yard penalty. Replay the down.
All right, so there you go.
Interesting call.
Penalty, we marched off against
Substitution infraction.
We'll redo the extra point.
Well, the extra point now becomes a 25-yard attempt, but Euchre's got the toe. There's the snap, holds there, kicks on the way by Euchre, and that kick is high, long, and good. How about 14-0? Central Clarion, well, the punt went for naught as Krug dropped it there. It was a low snap near the goal line, recovered by Clarion, 14-0. Wildcats, minute 51 to go. Here are the first, and you're watching Kerle Tire District Championship football right here on the EYT Media Network.
Dubrook, a division of M&B Group, is your trusted local ready-mix supplier for residential and commercial projects. Dubrook provides a full line of decorative concrete, as well as concrete supplies, along with a variety of concrete tools and accessories. Dubrook can provide services large or small for residential and commercial projects to contractors or homeowners. Dubrook is here to provide you with options and ideas to make planning your next project simple. Let Dubrook help you with the supplies you need to get the job done. Dubrook is proud to support our local communities with plants in Clarion, Du Bois, St. Mary's, Butler, Evans City, Bradford, and Meadville. Call 1-844-382-7665.
Stadium. Got to check to see. They say the lights are out up in Kane. Huh. Must have been a deer running into a pole or something. You never know up there. Here's the kickoff. And they're going to let that go into the end zone, come out to the 20. So hopefully they can get that game started soon up there. You ever been part of a game like that where the lights just, nothing you could do?
We have. Yes, I have been a part of that, and unfortunately, you just sit and wait. With the light systems the way they were, when you turned the lights off, it would take a half an hour for them to warm up again. Not like in Brockway where they had those LED lights that they could flick them on and off at will. But used to be if we had lightning or something and they'd turn the lights off, or they would go off, you'd have to wait for half an hour for them to light back up.
Well, we'll see what there's a possibility of moving the contest if they can't get the lights on. We'll keep you updated. Here's Krug. And lowers the shoulder. Nice run, too, out across the 30. There's a first down. And the quarterback, Krug, that time's going to go for about 12 yards. Nice first down.
Good misdirection. They faked to the fullback up the middle. He kept the ball, picked up a good 12 yards. Good confidence builder for him and Brookville. They need a couple first downs here. Stay ahead of the chains. Stop this momentum.
So 14-0. Central Clarion clock down to just under a minute and a half. First quarter action from Memorial Stadium. Trips to the right, single receiver off to the left side. Again, keeping that football and handing it off. This time Sirianni will take it out to the 40.
Another good run on first down, picking up 7 yards. And, this is exactly what Brookville needs to do. Settle those nerves down, get them back in the game, get some confidence, pick up a couple first downs, and stop the momentum. Right now, Central Clarion's got all the momentum. If they can keep moving the ball, that will slow them down a bit.
Ball rests at the 40. It's actually, they're going to set him up in good position, set up a 8-yard pickup. Second down and 2. Krug takes his time here. Still 5 on the play clock. He's going to keep it. And he's going to be driven backwards. Yep. Nothing there.
That was Hyman was there. The first time that worked, he picked up a good chunk of change. This time they were waiting for him.
Well, there's a yard loss. They're going to push him back. Actually, yep, down to the 39. So third down and 9. And we'll see if they're going to take another play here. They don't have to. There's 15 on the game clock. Ball at the 39-yard line. Krug ready. 5, 4, 3, down to 2, down to 1. And they are not going to take another snap. We'll go to quarter number 2, 14-0. Central Clarion leads. It's Kerle Tire District 9 AA Championship football right here on the EYT Media Network.
You can afford a gorgeous, custom-designed hardwood Kerle's kitchen for a lot less than you'd pay at a DIY store. Go to FactoryDirectKitchens.net. At Kerle's, there are never middleman markups or hidden charges that can add 40%. Go to FactoryDirectKitchens.net. That's FactoryDirectKitchens.net.
Looking for a new Bobcat tractor? Northeastern Equipment Sales and Rentals has inventory on the lot, ready to be loaded up so you can get to work on tough jobs. Check out Bobcat of Clarion at 1214 East Main Street in Clarion.
We are bringing college to rural Pennsylvania. We're helping people that didn't have a college option before. And the way we do that is through dedicated faculty and student services team and through technology, so that people that didn't have that option before now have that option.
Back at Memorial Stadium, good shot of the Brookville crowd over there. So far it has been Central Clarion 14-0. Raiders will come out here in this second quarter is brought to you by Hager Paving. Switch sides of the field. Here we go the other way. It is a 3rd down and 3 after the yard loss on the run by Krug. Man goes in motion. Here's Krug looking to throw. Krug fires it, and it's going to be picked off. It's ripped away by Quinn. Ball back to the 35-yard line. That was just a battle between Quinn and Morey, and Quinn is going to rip it away.
And again, I can't say enough about how athletic our defensive backs are here at Central Clarion. Quinn was just in a good position. He read the play. He saw Krug rolling out. He stepped right in front of the receiver. It was kind of a 50-50 ball, and he just came up with it. So great play for Central Clarion, and again, they're back in business.
Ferguson and Krug are ready to go. In the backfield is Rex with Ferguson.
Rex can throw the ball. He's a backup quarterback, so keep that in mind.
Quinn goes in motion, left to right this time. Ball handed to Rex over the right side. He's got some room to run. 30, 25, 20, lowers the shoulder and out of bounds at about the 15-yard line.
He was our 8th grade quarterback last year, and he can run. He can really run. He's a very good athlete, deceiving speed, and he throws the ball very well. So when he gets in the backfield, he brings on a new dimension.
Well, there is a penalty. So it'll be a 1st and 20.
First down all over again.
So that hold pushes it back.
Be 1st and 20.
Must have been a hold behind the play too, because he broke contain very quickly.
So here we go. Central Clarion push back now to the 44-yard line. It's a quick strike offense for these Wildcats. Ferguson going to keep it. Here's Ferguson, flushed out, rolling to the right side, trying to run. And he's going to stumble ahead inside the 40 to about the 39-yard line. Picks up 5 yards. I didn't think he was going to get that. But there is an injured Brookville player here on the play.
I believe it's number 8, Blake Porter. He made the tackle.
Injury timeout.
Not sure what happened there.
So another injury down on the field. While we have a chance to more sponsors, we do want to thank for tonight Logan, Urick, Aaron, and Merwin. Siegel Insurance, the Carpet Barn, exceptional service at the lowest price possible. That's at the Carpet Barn. Clearview Nursing and Rehabilitation Center, Central Electric Co-op, Treese and Associates, top-tier federal credit union. They are located in Clarion, Brookville, and Cranberry. Learn more, go to toptierfcu.org for more information. Red Bank Valley now leading 8-0 up on Countersport. That Zockrell Motors update for you as we take a look there at that update brought. And actually, well, I'll tell you what, Bob Dunkel, even though he's in Florida, he's keeping us in line. Oh, who else do we got here? Lots of great folks. Delta Contractors, Ace Concrete, MCM Windows and Doors, Armstrong, Indiana Drug and Alcohol Commission, Phoenix Rehabilitation, Clarion in Clarion and Brookville, Terra Works, and Trinity Point Church of God. They are located behind Tractor Supply, and Clarion services start at 10 a.m. every Sunday as they continue to attend to the injured player on the field. Of course, next week, depending on what happens here, and with Red Bank and Central Clarion and Brookville, we'll see what is going on as far as the playoffs go in the state. Of course, Red Bank, that would just be a district championship next week.
Yeah, once you get by District 9, I believe we would go to the inner city in Pittsburgh, and I'm not sure where that game would be. I know we played them down there last year, and usually the brackets flip. So if Central Clarion was able to pull this game out, we're hoping maybe a District 9 site.
Yep.
First quarter score in single A action. Red Bank Valley 8, Countersport 0.
So there we go. Another good shot there. That Central Clarion student section. They're all standing up, ready to go here. A lot to cheer about so far for Central Clarion, but right now they face a 2nd down and 15. The ball resting at the 39-yard line of Brookville.
Central Clarion.
Wildcats ready now after that injury to that Brookville player, and here we go. In motion, they're going to give it on that sweep. That's Smale. 30. Back to the 25, and finally going to be spun out of bounds inside the 25, or not exactly. It was Tommy Smith coming around, and he's going to be stopped at about the 20, what about the 22, 23-yard line?
Actually, that was Brady Quinn. They ran a little jet sweep there and led out with Rex was a lead blocker, and they collapsed the whole left side of the line, so they were able to pick up a pretty good chunk there.
So Quinn comes off there, gets a little breather. Going to send Smale wide out to the right this time, and they got Burford on the other side. In the backfield, again, is Rex. 1st and 10 as the ball resting at about the 24-yard line. Rex is going to take it over the right side. He's got a lot of room, 15-10. Rex, a flag, though, comes in late.
Rex gets the carry again, will be brought down.
And we'll see here as the officials will talk things over.
On the field.
Again, an interesting, just a little off-tackle dive. Brookville shot their inside backer, and that's how Rex was able to break that run off. But it looks like we have another penalty on Central Clarion.
Yep, they're moving backward. Let's give a listen.
Holding, number 24 in the offense. The penalty is occurred beyond the line of scrimmage. Therefore, it's a spot foul. First down.
So it stays first down, but they're going to bring it back.
Against Central Clarion, we'll march it back 10 yards.
So it's a
spot of the infraction.
First and about 3.
Yep. First and we'll call it
3.
Ball at the 17-yard line. First down waits at the 14, so 1st and 3. Clock at about 10:15 here in quarter number 2. Ferguson with the empty backfield. And we got whistles. He was going to Quinn that time.
Got flags on the play.
Prior to the snap, false start, number 54, offense, 5-yard penalty.
Central Clarion will be marked.
There you go. So we're going to back him up 5, so that 1st and 3 becomes a 1st and 8.
Very interesting. Interesting set there by Central Clarion. They had a double wing here, and they were going to run Quinn on a little jet sweep. We'll probably see that again.
Well, here we go. Ball pushed back to the 22-yard line, just outside of that Dubrook red zone. Here we go. Is Ferguson in the shotgun? Here he comes. Nope. Ferguson's going to look to throw under heavy pressure, gets rid of that football, and it's going to be incomplete. Tried to find, I believe that was Burford on that other side.
For Burford.
And it's incomplete.
Knocked away by Sammy Krug.
Sammy Krug was there. Great defensive play by Sammy against one of Ferguson's favorite targets.
He was able to get himself right between the two of them, just where you want to be.
Great defensive positioning on his part. Knocked the pass down, and Burford's a big, tall, lanky kid that can run. So when you can stay with him stride for stride, you're doing a pretty good job.
Now Burford and Smith will be out there on the right side. Smale is on this left side on the bottom of the screen. Out there with Kemmer as well.
Clarion's going to call a timeout.
Yeah, they're going to use a timeout here. 9:38 to go here in quarter number 2. 14-0 Central Clarion. We'll break 2. You're watching Kerle Tire District 9 Championship Football right here on Explore Clarion and D9Sports.com.
With so much to protect each day, Eric Schick Insurance and Financial Services is here to help you find the right coverage that fits your life. Call 814-275-2210 to learn more.
All right, we're back here, and a quick Zocro Motors update for you. It is Red Bank Valley 14, Countersport nothing. So we'll keep you updated on that. Right here, it's 14-0 in favor of Central Clarion. 9:38 to go here in this first half. Wildcats have the football. It's 2nd down and 8. Ball resting at the 22 of Brookville.
Scores from around the area. Red Bank Valley 14, Countersport 0. Sharon 7, Oil City 0.
So here we go. Second down here and 8.
City 0.
Ferguson has the sidecar. Twins on each side for the Clarion quarterback, Central Clarion. Looking to throw again. Under pressure, fires that ball down the middle, and it is going to be juggled and almost brought in. It's incomplete. That was for Smale. Boy, Smale almost came up with a fantastic catch.
Yeah, it was really interesting. Brookville went to a cover 1. They only had one safety deep, and Smale ran right down the middle. He's being covered by the outside backer, and then the safety came over top trying to support him. Just a little bit late. Smale almost came up with a very acrobatic catch, but it falls for naught.
So third down now from the 22-yard line. 3rd and 8. Ferguson sends Rex in motion there. Hands that football off. And down right around the 20-yard line. And was that Nate? Nope, that was Harrison getting the carry.
Yeah.
So fourth down, what about 5 or 6?
Looks like they're going to go for a field goal here. I'm going to guess.
So Euchre comes on. He'll attempt the field goal. And they're going to place that football at about the 27. So it's a 37-yard attempt for Euchre. Certainly has the foot for it.
Yep.
So here we go. 37-yard attempt for Euchre. Good hold. Kick is on the way. That kick. Is it long enough is the question, and it is no good. Boy, put her on there, but I think it came up just a little bit short. 8:44 to go, still 14-0.
And that's a good break for Brookville. Hopefully now they can get some momentum and try to get a score in. If they get a score in now, they're right back in this game.
So the Raiders going to work, let's see, Pete's on that left side. We got Freeman over here on the right side. So you're going to go with the 2 wideouts. And a slot man over here, I guess, on the right side as well. Here's Krug out of the shotgun. Krug looks to throw. Fires that football. And coming back for it, it is caught. Nice catch down there. That is Dante Morey. That'll be a first down. It's out at the 42-yard line.
That was a very good play from Brookville. They Central Clarion had their wideouts. The 2 wideouts that were both widest on the field, they were playing man-to-man. So the second receiver in just ran a little slide in, and they were able to hit a skinny post on them.
1st and 10 here for the Raiders, and now got some business going. They need 2 scores to get back into this one. Here's Krug. Takes that snap. Pocket holds, now collapses. He's got to get rid of the ball, and he's just going to get rid of it. Good move on Krug's part that time.
Krug's pass incomplete, brings up 2nd and 10.
Really interesting defense by Central Clarion. They've got 5 people on the line of scrimmage, and all 5 of them are standing and bouncing around with the 2 inside backers jumping back and forth. So it's got to be a little bit confusing and maybe a little bit disheartening for the Brookville linemen to try to figure out who is coming and who's not. But, I think that's the game plan for Central Clarion is just try to confuse Brookville with their blocking schemes and their pass protections. Same thing again.
Krug now looks to throw. Fires this one, and it is incomplete. On that far side.
Krug's pass intended for Pete.
So Pete was out there, the intended receiver. 3rd down and long now for Brookville. They came out, got that real first down, and they've kind of bogged down again.
Yeah, you're kind of hoping there that they could keep that momentum going and try to get something going offensively. They've not been able to have anything consistent so far in this half. So this is a big 3rd down for Brookville.
So 3rd down and long. 3rd and long again, sponsored by Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Twins on each side for Krug. He's going to roll to the right side. Looks back left. And he's just going to dump that pass out of bounds again. Well, he got hit as he released that, too. Beckwith was in there.
Yep.
In the direction of Freeman.
Yep.
So here we go, 4th down. So Clarion's defense is holding.
Yep, I think in that instance, I think they confused the offensive lineman, and Beckwith was able to get in, and he had a little, right at the last minute, caused Krug to rush his throw and wasn't able to connect with anyone.
So punt coming up. Smale will be back deep. Krug punting. 7:56 to go here in the second. Good snap. Punt's on the way. Actually punting that time was Plyler. They're going to let the ball go inside the 30. It's going to roll, and it'll be down around the 26-yard line. Good job by Plyler. And so Central Clarion will take over. Decent field position at the 32. So for the two scores here, really, I'll tell you what, Brookville's defense has played well.
They have.
You know, the one touchdown was that low snap that was dropped there in the end zone that the touchdown was scored.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ferguson, of course, going to Smith for that first touchdown.
Yeah, I think the Brookville coaching staff has to be very happy with how their defense has played. They've really limited the damage. You know, like I said in the pregame, they haven't been able to hit their big games. Other than the score, they got to be happy.
Ferguson's going to keep it. Here's Ferguson looking for a blocker. Cuts back inside. Boy, he's sneaky. Breaks at 45. Here goes Ferguson, 50, 45, 40. And then on the far side, driven out of bounds. They're going to say he steps out at about the 36-yard line.
And again, I think that was one of the keys is contain Ferguson. He's a very shifty runner. You don't realize how big and strong he is. He broke to the left, was able to shed a few would-be tacklers, and then brought it back to the right. A great gain for him and a spark for this offense, which has kind of struggled at times.
Picks up right around 32. Move that football down to the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 here for Central Clarion. Winner of this one, of course, moving on to the state playoffs, and got to be the champion out of the district to do that. Here we go. It is Ferguson handing that football off. Here's Harrison over the left side. He's quick, breaks a couple tackles, and barrels over Freeman inside the 25-yard line down to the 23.
Gotta love the way Noah Harrison runs. He runs hard. He runs, his pads are low to the ground. You know, he's a little bit vertically challenged, but he certainly runs with heart. And he took Freeman on, and I think he got the best of that one. So big first down for Clarion.
All right, timeout on the field. Brookville uses the timeout. We'll just hold right here on this one. And again, we do want to thank you for tuning in tonight here on the EYT Media Network. Lots of great folks to thank. Do want to thank Nate Beckwith, the Beckwith Supply, for helping with the game thief to bring the broadcast to you tonight. One of the big sponsors for us. Also, State Representative Donna Oberlander, big supporter of local athletics and so many different things in the area. Farmers Mutual Fire Insurance Company of Marble, Logan Urich, Aaron and Merwin, Siegel Insurance, and the Carpet Barn. If you've lived in Clarion any amount of time, all those folks are big, but the Carpet Barn, you've been there at some point.
Yep. Well, you can tell this particular instance in the game is very important for Brookville. You know, they don't want to get down 3 scores. So obviously the coaching staff felt it very important to call a timeout here and make some changes, try to stop this drive for Central Clarion, keep this game within 14 points. If Central Clarion scores here, this is it's really going to be tough for Brookville to come back. So, you know, you certainly want to make a stop here and get some time left and try to put a drive together. So we'll see how it works out.
Well, Burford's on the left, Smales out to the right side, the two receivers. Here's Ferguson working out of the shotgun, 1st and 10. Ball resting at the 23-yard line of Brookville. Ball handed off. Nope, they're going to throw down the middle of the field. Touchdown.
Ferguson's pass complete to Hayden Hindman.
So Hindman with the touchdown. Boy, he fooled everybody. We thought he was running. There's Hindman with the score.
And that's
23 yards.
You know, that's a wrinkle that they've put in just simply because they've had 2 weeks to prep for this game. Hyman's known for his blocking. Obviously, he's a big, strong kid. Don't know if he's had very many catches this year, and that might be his first touchdown. So that's a play they put in these last 2 weeks, I'm sure.
23-yarder, 7:17 to go. Here's Euchred on for the extra point. And that extra point is good. 21-0. Central Clarion leads Brookville. We will break, and you are watching Kerle Tire District 9 AA Championship Football here on the EYT Media Network.
Are you a therapist who wants to make a difference? Do you want to help children and families who are struggling with serious behavioral problems? MHY Family Services is looking for therapists to join our new multisystemic therapy psychiatric team. Multisystemic therapy psychiatric is an evidence-based in-home intensive treatment approach that addresses the multiple factors that contribute to a child's behavioral problems. With this treatment, you can help children and families change their lives for the better. We are looking for passionate therapists to join our team. Apply now and become a part of the supportive and dynamic culture at MHY Family Services.
All right, back here at Central Clarion 21, Brookville nothing. It's Kerle Tire football from Memorial Stadium here in Clarion. Euchred will get set to kick things off. We're in quarter number 2. Hager Paving second quarter. Peyton Freeman back deep. Here's the kick. And is that Freeman taking it there at the 10? Cuts back to the 15, to the 20, big hole up the middle. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40. Still on his horse, down the left side, stays in bounds. 15, 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. And that is a Brookville touchdown. We'll have to take a look where he took this. But it was right back around the 10-yard line. So we have just 12-second replay, so we'll see the end of it at least as he was rolling down the sideline. Not sure where he took it and stayed in bounds. What a nice job by Freeman to get Brookville on the board.
Weiler in for the extra point.
That's what I thought, about the 5 or 6.
All right, so let's give him 95 yards.
Yep.
And the extra point is up, and that is no good. So 21-6 is where we stand. We'll break again. 7:01 to go here in the second, but Brookville's on the board. It's now 21-6. You're watching Kerle Tire District 9 Championship Football on exploreClarion and D9Sports.com.
He's on the 30. He's on the 20. He's on the 10. It's a touchdown.
There's nothing like football. The lights, the cheers of the crowd, and getting a chance to see our local athletes and kids give it all they've got. Come to a game. Support our local schools. Clarion County Community Bank. A better way to bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at clarionbank.com.
Yep. Been there, done that.
All right, back here at Memorial Stadium. 7:01, nice run by Freeman for that touchdown. That's Hayden Freeman, the sophomore.
And that's kind of a shocker for Central Clarion. You can see they're just kind of standing around. They're kind of shocked at what just happened there. So, a big lift for Brookville and kind of a letdown for Central Clarion. So with 7 minutes to go, we'll see how they react.
Back deep for the Wildcats, Wright and Quinn.
So here we go. Plyler kicking off.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. It's going to be taken by one of the upmen right around the 30-yard line.
Hyman.
And it was Hyman.
Yep.
He's touching the ball like crazy now, isn't he? We said you didn't say his name a lot, and then bam.
It's a lineman's dream to get a kickoff. And he ran like a lineman.
Brought down by Hannah.
Ball at that 37-yard line. I always tell the story. I remember when my son was playing like junior high. I was down at Red Bank, and I'm standing there at the fence, and they kick the ball off, and the ball somehow comes and hits him, and he picks it up and stands there. And I'm yelling, "You got to run!"
Run!
And he got planted.
Yeah.
After that, he said, I don't ever want to see the football again.
Nope, don't like those kickoffs.
Ball at the 37-yard line. Here comes Ferguson now. Brookville on the board in this one. And the quarterback's going to keep it. Tries to turn outside, back inside, spinning around. Boy, Ferguson can run, and he gets close to 10. Out at the 47. He will have it at the 47-yard line. We're going to move the chains.
A really good-looking play. They faked the jet sweep, brought the wing back on this side, used him to kick out the end, and Ferguson kept the ball and ran a little a trap play on his part. So really a lot of misdirection in this offense, and that's why they're so hard to defend against. They have so many weapons, and they can really score at any one of those different weapons. So it's a neat offense to watch.
1st and 10, ball resting at the 47-yard line on the Central Clarion side of the field. They lead by the 2 scores with 6 minutes to go here in the third. We got a whistle. So Brookville will use a timeout here. We'll hold on this one, and we'll take a look here too. We did have Red Bank up against Countersport in that contest, and we'll get things to update, and we'll get some more scores coming your way there on the Zockrell Motors scoreboard here on EYT. You can always go to d9sports.com. It is Red Bank now 30, Countersport nothing. Let's see. Du Bois and Juniata, no score in the first. Is it 38 now? So they another score. So 38-0 up on Cowdy. Port Allegheny 7, Brockway 3. That's in the second with 4:47. That's a good one there. Be interesting to see Red Bank now pulling away at Cowdy, who Red Bank, if they could hold on to that and win, who they would get.
Score, Red Bank Valley 38, Countersport 0.
Really surprised, too, that Sharon Oil City scored 14-8 with Ethan Knox up there. I had a chance to see him a couple times over the last couple years. He's really, really good.
Never seen him run, but, boy, I've heard all about him.
He's something. If you ever get a chance, certainly take that. Ball sitting at the 47-yard line, 1st and 10. Here's Ferguson dropping back. Firing downfield, looking for Burford. Caught Burford! First down in the Dubrook red zone. On the coverage with Sam Krug, but Burford wins that one.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but anytime you get Burford open and he has to wait for the ball's usually going to come down in his hands. He's tall and he's lanky and he knows how to box out. He's a basketball player. He was kind of waiting for that ball a little bit, and I knew as soon as I looked and saw him open, it was going to be trouble for Krug.
43 on the pass play. The ball sitting at the 10-yard line. Central Clarion threatening now. It's a 1st and goal for the Wildcats. Clock at 5:57 here. Ball handed off. Nazer, left side. And, that's Harrison, into the end zone for the touchdown. Harrison's going to run it in from 10 yards. Nice job by Harrison.
From 10 yards out.
So 5:50 to go here in the quarter.
Again, he just ran a little trap there and came to the left side, made a couple cuts. He's just a tough back, runs low, runs hard, and it's good to see him be rewarded. 10-yard run, a big score for Central Clarion, and again, they make up for that touchdown on the kickoff.
There's Euchre's kick. It's up, and that kick is good. How about Euchre now? 28-6 Central Clarion. We'll break. 5:50 to go here in quarter number 2, and it is a 28-6 lead for Central Clarion. You're watching Kerle Tire District 9 Championship Football right here on the EYT Media Network.
Want to cut your cooling costs this summer? With a highly efficient air conditioning system, you can save up to 50% in energy cost while enjoying more consistent temperatures throughout your home. Call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and AC at 814-226-8695 to schedule a free evaluation of your system and learn how you can move up to a new level of comfort and efficiency this summer.
Ceremony for both the AA champions and runner-up in the gold class.
So Central Clarion right back on the board here at Memorial Stadium. Quick strike offense, that's what they have, and they proved it right there. Big pass to Burford, and then the run by Harrison.
Euchre set the kick.
5:50 to go here in this Hager Paving second. Euchre's kick. They're going to squib it down the field. And it's going to be picked up on the far side and bringing that football back right up 45 near midfield. And that running that football back was number 25, Tony Sirianni, the running back. That's why he was moving so well.
Yeah, he found a little crease there and was able to run it all the way back to the 47-yard line. Good return, good field position for Brookville.
So the Raiders start near midfield, 48-yard line. Port Allegheny 15, Brockway 3 now at halftime.
For Brookville from their own 48.
Krug will work in the shotgun. He's got trips on the right, single receiver on the left. Be Pete over there. He's going to give that to Sirianni. And he'll get a yard, maybe to the 49-yard line. That's going to be all second down here at 9.
Well, they had Burford locked up on the far side with Pete. Man-to-man, he was right up in his face. That's a tremendous amount of pressure for Burford to be able to cover their best receiver, but it also frees up their 2 safeties to be able to cover over the top. So their defensive scheme is quite obvious. They're going to let Burford cover Pete all night.
Second down and 9, ball resting at the 49. Ball on that side of Brookville. Clarion defense adjusts. Krug looks to throw. Gets rid of that football, and airs it out, and it's going to be intercepted. Quinn with the interception. Brings it back, 50-yard line, and into Brookville territory. Well, he was right near that sideline. Wasn't sure if he had stepped down or not, but he brought it right back, and Clarion will be in business.
Again, that's brought up because they're able to put Burford man-to-man on that side, so they're cover 2 defense. They've got 2 deep safeties. And Quinn was playing deep center field basically, and was able to just come over and pick that. It was really he was waiting for the ball. That coverage that Burford has, and their ability to have him as a lockdown corner frees up their safety so much.
They have an injury down on the field here to one of the Brookville players. We should get, as Brett's walking, we can see his shoes. Look at that. He's doing a good job. I don't know. They're kind of nice. Oh, and he stops. Of course, as soon as we come to Brett. No, he's done a nice job. That's one of the nice things that was added this year was that camera on the field.
3.
Brett's done a very nice job getting some really good shots. That one-hand touchdown by George down at Red Bank is one of them.
Sam Krug, looks like he's okay. He's walking off in his own power, so it's good to see he's up and walking off.
Training staffs on both sides been a little bit busy tonight.
Yep.
It's not like the old days where there was no one on the sideline. Your coach said, "How many fingers? You're good.
You're good. Can you walk? All right, get back in there."
Coach, I see 3 of you. That's good. There's not 4.
Hickory 17,
yep.
Grove City 0.
So we're in the Hager Paving second quarter, 4:48 to go, and Central Clarion leads here 28-6. Wildcats will have the football. After the interception by Quinn, they're set up at the 45-yard line of the Raiders.
They're in their heavy set here with double tight ends, so we'll see what they have here.
Throw, and it is incomplete. Trying to find Burford on the right side.
Coverage by Morey.
That's interesting, and again, they've obviously not shown much of this year. Double tights for them usually means they're going to run the ball. They came out, ran a little quick out to Burford, weren't able to make the connection. But again, it just shows other teams that are scouting them. There's just so many sets that they can run from so many different formations. So interesting.
Single receiver on each side. Here's Ferguson out of the shotgun. He's going to give that to Rex. Here's Rex over the right side. Rex breaking tackles, and he'll be dropped down near the 30-yard line. He'll get about 4 yards on the play. Sets up a 3rd down and 6.
Freeman in on the tackle.
Wasn't anything special there. Again, just a heavy set and just ran a little off-tackle dive play, and he was able to pick up 4 yards, making a manageable 3rd and 6. So a really critical drive here for Brookville. Can't say how important this is. If Central Clarion scores again, it would make it very difficult for them to have any chance to come back in the second half.
Well, here we go. It is a 3rd down and 6. Ball resting at the 41 of Brookville. Ferguson is going to give that on that jet sweep from the right side. And near first down yardage for Quinn. It just depends where the spot is. One has him a little short, I think. Fourth down and about 1.
Yep.
See that offense, I would imagine, stay out there.
Yep. They've ran that play again. They've run that before, too. Jet sweep, bringing Quinn from the far side and leading with the tailback. Again, picked up 5 yards and brings up a 4th and 1.
Well, Ferguson right up under center this time. He's going to keep it. That surge.
Wow.
Boy, he doesn't get 1. He gets about 3, maybe 4.
Yeah.
They'll give him about 3.
What do they call that? The Eagles push now.
Yeah.
Philadelphia Eagles certainly do that very well. Better than anybody in professional football.
Picks up 4 down to the 32-yard line, 1st and 10. It'll be only a matter of time before they say you can't do that anymore.
I know. They're making it too hard now. I mean, too easy, because every time Philadelphia does it, they pick up 3 or 4 yards. So you're right. They'll probably change the rules.
So
Steelers can't do that. That's all I was going to say. I don't know why, but we can't do that.
Ball sits at the 32-yard line, 1st and 10 here for the Wildcats. Rex comes back, and Ferguson looks to throw, though. Here's Ferguson.
He had him deep.
Rolls to the right side. Ferguson. He's going to elect to run, and he's going to be dropped on the play. Trying to see over there who got him. Was that Pete?
Yeah,
Pete back there.
And it's unfortunate. Ferguson took off to his right, and just as he took off, Smale broke wide open down the left sideline. There wasn't anybody within 15 yards of him, but unfortunately, Ferguson was running to his right, so he couldn't see him.
You know, Smale's going, dude.
Yeah, man, they'll see that Monday morning or Sunday morning in the films. He'll tell him, I told you I was open.
Loss on the play back to the 39. Trying to get a screen set up. They do. Running with that football down the middle of the field. That's Rex making his way, and that's a 1st down inside the 20. Oh, what a nice play down to the 17-yard line.
I believe that was Brady Quinn.
Oh, so Quinn came out there.
Quinn came out and really set up very well. And I could tell the wideouts went out immediately and started blocking, so I knew it was a screen play. So it was very well executed, and they picked up a chunk of yards.
So Quinn there on the carry. Central Clarion down in the Dubrook red zone, and you said it, Randy.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, 2 minutes to go here. Brookville, this is that bend, don't break philosophy, because you don't want to get up with another score. Central Clarion will get the ball back, too, I believe.
Yep, they will. Yep.
Ball snap back to Ferguson. Ferguson looking, firing, caught.
What a pass.
And that is caught by Kemmer. And he's inside the 5. That'll be a 1st and goal now with the ball right around the 3-yard line.
And another weapon that you don't see Central Clarion use very often. Kemmer is a shifty kid, very fast, very tough kid, catches the ball well. But they have so many talented receivers, he just doesn't get his opportunities very often. And in that case, Chase just hit him right in the middle of the numbers. Great play.
So here we go. Ball sitting at the 3-yard line. I formation behind Ferguson. You don't see this an awful lot either with Clarion. Ball going to be handed off. And that's Harrison taking that football down near the goal line. Not going to get in, but he'll get almost to 3 there.
Be 2nd and goal.
Hepful in there as well here for Central Clarion. We'll see. Maybe Ferguson will just stick his nose down there and go.
Yep. Nope.
We're going to go right back to Harrison, and Harrison is going to get hit, push back, and he'll lose about a yard. 45 seconds on the clock here.
Timeout.
And we got a timeout on the play.
So 3rd down and goal from the 1-yard line. So Central Clarion will use the timeout here. So they went right back that time. I was kind of surprised they just didn't let Ferguson just stick his nose down there and go.
I thought that's what they'd do. I thought they'd just do a gentle, soft cadence, no cadence, and I guess we call that pressure. Whenever the quarterback gives the center pressure, the center snaps the ball, and there's no cadence at all, and they just snap the ball, and the quarterback keep right up the middle. And with Ferguson and how athletic and strong he is, it wouldn't surprise me if that's what they call here.
Ball going to be pushed back to the 2. Wanted to ask you, too, you've coached a lot of football and different sports in your time, and as a junior high coach,
yep,
what are the things that you do to get those guys ready to move on to this level? Is it do you run a lot of the same plays? Do you run a lot of the same things, or just prepare them? And as far as preparation goes, because that's exactly what you're doing,
right? Well, it all starts with the head coach. We meet with the head coach. We run the same offensive scheme, the same defensive scheme, same terminology. It's just a watered-down version. It's not as complicated as what the varsity does, but it's basically the same thing.
Ferguson.
Oh, he's going to keep it.
He's going to roll to the left side. Throws in the back of the end zone. Is it caught? It's Burford back there.
Touchdown.
And it is a touchdown.
Wow. That was a late call.
But we waited and waited and waited.
Yep.
And it is a touchdown to Burford. That'll go 2 yards on the pass play.
That'll be a 2-yard touchdown pass from Ferguson to Burford. Euchred in for the extra point.
And again, that's just Chase Ferguson being Chase Ferguson. That's an athletic quarterback. He had somebody all over him. Was able to shake him off and throw past his favorite receiver.
Kicks on the way, and that is good. 35-6 is where we're at. And I was going to ask you, too. That's why I asked. We're going to kind of hold here because, you always wonder, how close sometimes when you talk about these programs are, and especially with Central Clarion, with the merger with Clarion Limestone and Clarion and North Clarion, with all those guys. And so it's interesting. So, when you sit down with the head coach and you guys go over the things that they want you to focus on, and they probably have some ideas, too, as you see some guys coming up of, and at that point, too, you're still, anything can happen from that level to the next level as guys mature and things like that.
Sure.
But a lot of the guys that you see out there here, I'm sure a lot of the same guys you worked with, of course, just a few years ago.
It's surprising. I've said this before. There are kids that are playing here that didn't play as much on the junior high. So it's really, really exciting to watch them. But you see guys like Jace Ferguson and Tommy Smith and Noah Harrison and Brady Quinn, and those kids were all very successful at the junior high level. But there are some kids that they're getting some tremendous, tremendous success with that weren't as successful in the junior high. So that's really, really cool to see.
And that is it. That ball's live.
Wow.
And is it going to go out of bounds? Yeah, the flag will come in. But, boy, that ball was live, and Central Clarion almost got on top of it. We always talk about how kids also mature at different levels and change. And so you may see some kids that are well advanced in ninth grade, but then another kid catches up.
Right. Yep, absolutely. And, I think that's the good example of having 40 kids on a team. You just don't know when that kid, I'll give you a really good example is Ethan Rex. Last year, not Ethan, the wide receiver, Rex. He didn't play a lot in junior high football. He was hurt a lot. And he came up on varsity and he was a gangster. I mean, they couldn't cover him, and he was a lockdown corner. So, you just don't know. Some kids mature slowly. Some kids mature earlier. You just don't know, and that's why it's important to develop in the junior high.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to bring that up because I know you have been really well involved and seen a lot and bringing a lot of knowledge to the game too.
And it's so fun when you see them mature and see them so successful at this level and know that you played a small part in that development. So, and I see them at practice, or I'll see them on the sidelines, and they'll say, "Hey, coach," they still call me coach. So it's really, really fun.
Here's Krug, and Krug's just going to get rid of that football. He's had to do that a few times tonight.
Yeah, they're really kind of getting confused now and frustrated by the defensive front. And as I said, they're all standing, they're all bouncing around. So it looks like they're getting some penetration. Heineman was in there this time. Last time you saw Beckwith in there a couple times. So they're getting a lot of penetration. I think Krug's being rushed with his passes.
Second down and 10, ball at the 40-yard line, and it's about 32 seconds to go. Krug keeps it over the left side. Just nothing there. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Had a quick update, too. Zockro Motors update. Wow. Red Bank 46 and County nothing.
Wow. Red Bank's a good football team. They're very well coached, too.
And, of course, without Wagner tonight, they have Klaus at the quarterback, and he must be doing phenomenally.
Well, I was impressed. I saw them a couple weeks ago, and I was impressed with, their wideouts. They have good, skilled kids, well-coached, tough-nosed kids.
Krug stepping up, and he's going to be tripped up from behind. Was that Smith down there on the tackle?
Slater.
No, it is Slater.
Coleman Slater.
Coleman Slater.
Yep.
District 9.
Yeah, Jake's 55. That's Slater at 52.
Yep.
That's it. That's the end of the first half. Central Clarion leads it here 35-6 over Brookville. And we will take a timeout. We're going to come back. We have the Heater Lumber halftime show on the way. We'll get a listen to the bands as well, too. Always like to bring that to you and more. And you are watching Kerle Tire District 9 AA Championship Football. It's all right here on the EYT Media Network.
Located at 511 Main Street in Shippenville, All American Awards and Engraving is expanding to provide even better customer service with that personal small-town feel. From embroidery to engraving to screen printing to personalized gifts, All American Awards and Engraving is ready to help you make your organization, business, school team, or event stand out with All American Awards and Engraving's quality promotional products. Visit their showroom for apparel, trophy, and awards ideas at 511 Main Street or visit their website at allamericanhq.com.
Want to cut your cooling costs this summer? With a highly efficient air conditioning system, you can save up to 50% in energy cost while enjoying more consistent temperatures throughout your home. Call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and AC at 814-226-8695 to schedule a free evaluation of your system and learn how you can move up to a new level of comfort and efficiency this summer.
Throughout West Central Pennsylvania, people are losing their glasses. Well, they haven't really lost them. They just don't need them anymore. Thanks to the amazing LASIK surgeons at Laurel Eye Clinic. Call Laurel Eye Clinic and schedule your free consultation.
Zockrell Motor Truck Sales in Clarion is an International Diamond Ed certified service department. As one of only 276 such shops in all of North America, you can be sure that when your medium or heavy-duty truck needs service, the job will be done correctly at Zockrell Motors. Our work is guaranteed nationwide at any international truck dealer, and our parts and service prices can't be beaten. Our technicians are factory trained and factory certified. Don't trust a shop that just thinks that they can make repairs. Come to Zockrell Motors Diamond Edge Certified Service Department. If it's maintenance you need, click ZockrellMotors.com or call us for a quote on those jobs too. Our prices are great. Best of all, you know the repair is done right and it's guaranteed. Get your truck service work done at Zockrell Motor Truck Sales, 2 miles north of exit 64 Interstate 80 in Clarion.
All right, back here at Memorial Stadium. Score here at halftime, it is 35-6 in favor of Central Clarion over Brookville. Mike Kalinowski and Randy Cathcart here with you tonight. We're in the Heater Lumber halftime show, and we'll hit that Zockrell Motor scoreboard coming up. But we're going to give a listen here to the Brookville Blue Raider marching band down there. And there they are, the Brookville Raider Marching Band here on EYT. Central Clarion will be coming on momentarily to perform here as well. We're in the Heater Lumber halftime show, and Central Clarion leads here by that score of 35-6. And, well, we thought Brookville would get things rolling. It was Central Clarion with the first three scores, but then Brookville, Freeman, the 95-yard kickoff return for touchdown. Got to put a little spring in their step, didn't it?
Yeah.
As they came back, missed the extra point, though, it was 21-6. But Central Clarion answered quickly right after that.
They did, and unfortunately, Brookville just didn't have an answer. Central Clarion, as I said in the pregame, they just have so many weapons, and I think, it was a good example of the weapons that they had. They've got Burford, obviously, that can score and has scored quite frequently, but they also had Tommy Smith. They had Hyman, Burford again. So Noah Harrison scored. So, there's just so many people on the field you have to guard, and it's a difficult task for anybody to do when you have 5 or 6 or 7 people that are very skilled athletes. And the Central Clarion team has an abundance of them for sure.
Well, they certainly have it on fire. They lead 35-6 here at halftime. We'll be checking scores here coming up. Let's give a listen to the Central Clarion Wildcat Marching Band. They'll take us into our next timeout, and we'll come back with some scores from around the league on the way. It's a Heater Lumber halftime show here on the EYT Network. Here is the Wildcat Marching Band.
Next up, get your groove on as we take a trip back to 1979 and a song made popular by Sister Sledge.
One of the biggest risks to your future could be running out of money during a longer than expected retirement. Many people have not yet taken the time to determine if they will have enough assets to last throughout retirement. Our Retirement Income Evaluator can help you develop a roadmap and actionable recommendations. To learn more, stop by our office located at 162 South 2nd Avenue in Clarion. Give us a call at 223-9990 or visit JannyClarion.com. Janney Montgomery Scott, LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIP.
What college is seen as and how college works is changing. Students are concerned with debt.
Through scholarships and grants, I didn't pay anything last year. They even paid for my books. You can't beat it. Like, why would I say no to that?
He's on the 30. He's on the 20. He's on the 10. It's a touchdown!
There's nothing like football. The lights, the cheers of the crowd, and getting a chance to see our local athletes and kids give it all they've got. Come to a game. Support our local schools. Clarion County Community Bank. A better way to bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at ClarionBank.com.
right, we got the combined bands now down on the football field. Brookville, Central Clarion. This is huge. Let's give a listen down to the combined bands of Brookville High School and Central Clarion. Well, there you go. Great halftime show by both of the bands tonight. As they're entertaining the crowd, they all come together for that last big number. And so, kind of reminded me of Tyler playing instrument when he was back in high school. He's pretty good, but I think they outdid him that time. Good shot by Brett down on the field. See the mixture of all of the different band members, and you see two on the side of some of the helmets and that of some of the band members. That number 2 for Mason Martin, we talked about that earlier. And we have updates. Mason's dad keeps us updated on his progress at d9sports.com. So that's still in a lot of folks' memory. Tonight, as we are in this AA championship game, Central Clarion will get the ball to come out and start that second half. And when you look at the second half, you talked about your keys in the first half.
Yep.
Brookville trailing big here. They've got to do something to stop it, but they got to get points fast. You've been there. You've been through this as a coach.
Yep.
If you are in that Brookville locker room, what do you say to the team right now?
Well, this is one of the hardest times, I think, as a coach. This is one of the hardest times to coach because, Brookville's down. The kids are down. The coaching staff's down. To me, this is the time you just got to find something positive. You got to find a way to try to get something positive out of it. The first time you get the ball, try to get some small gains, try to find something that's working for you. You don't want the kids to get frustrated. You want their season to end on a good note if you can. And not that I'm saying that this game's over already, but you're looking for anything positive. If you start screaming and yelling, it gets frustrating then. And I think at this point you got to be the leader, and you got to be the one to make sure that you tell them, okay, here's what we're going to do. They're looking for direction. They're looking for leadership, and this is not the time to yell, in my mind. I've had coaches that had, and that seems to not work for me. On the other side of the ledger, I can't stress this enough. I think Central Clarion's focus right now has to be playing this game clean and get out of here without any injuries. And this is the time where I really start worrying about some of your critical people on the field, like Jace Ferguson and, your running backs, your wide receivers. Those people, you really want to get them out of the game as quickly as possible so that you don't have any injuries coming into next week. And, I know it's not what you want to hear, but to me, that's the critical thing for the coach. You got to look at, okay, long-term picture. Let's secure this game and get our critical people, the quarterbacks, the wide receivers, get those people out of the game, get them healthy so that, next week we can start looking at whoever our opponent will be next week. So that's the keys of the game.
All right, and again, Westinghouse was winning by a score of 24-0. Port Allegheny 15, Brockway 10. That's in the mid-third quarter. And Red Bank still up on County by that 46-0 score at halftime. So we did get that Westinghouse score of 24-0. So that would be who a winner of this contest would take on next week. In Single A, it's kind of a little bit different. In Single A, the winner we'll have the championship next week. I believe start with District 10. And that I know, of course, I teach over in District 10, and our kids, of course, played Lakeview High School. They have a game tomorrow night at Mercer. I know Sharpsville's involved. I'm trying to think who the other team was, but so we'll see who comes out of there in single A. But that's always a pretty good contest, too.
No, they have one more week of playing district play first, right?
Yeah, well, the next week will be the championship.
Yeah.
So we still have one more week in single A.
Yep.
Kind of everybody's on a different level now with the different classifications.
Right. And that's what's so confusing because, you're looking at this game being a district championship game, and obviously Du Bois is playing in a district champion. Well, they're in a different region, correct?
Yeah.
And then, single A still has one more week to play. So it all comes out in the wash, and eventually they all meet in Hershey and on the same weekend, which is really, if you've never seen that, it's something to behold. There's tremendous talent down there, and it's the PIAA does a great job running the Hershey Arena down there, and watching a game at that level, it's something to behold.
Yeah, a couple of years ago we had a chance to go down when Red Bank went.
Yep.
We brought the audio of that. Of course, PCN has all the rights to the championship games, but it was a blast, like you said, just to go down and, what a great venue it is, and all the pomp and circumstance that goes along with the state championship. The crowds were all fired up, you know.
And you get to see some of the future stars. Some of these kids that have been 3, 4, or 5-star recruits, they'll go on and play at Division I, Division II, and you'll see these names again. You'll see some of these kids playing at the next level. And, the percentages are pretty slim. I don't know what the percentages are. I think it's less than 5% of kids that play high school football will go on to play Division I, II, or III. But those kids that do, a lot of them have great success. And even coming here to Clarion University and watching them play here, it's a rare treat. I was fortunate enough to be able to play here at Clarion University for 3 years, and played under the great Al Jacks.
Yep.
Had some great experiences. Got to play for some great coaches and have some fond memories of my time here.
Yeah, and that's one thing, too. I mentioned it at the beginning of the broadcast. I really was pushing it during the Golden Eagle broadcast this year, to get this field named after Al. I think that's something that needs to happen. It'll always be Memorial Stadium.
Yes.
And that's as an honor of our fallen heroes.
Yep.
But I think that no other person, I think, in Clarion history has done more to advance, not only the college, but, the sport of football and other athletics here, too. He's a great supporter of all of that, and so many people played under him. So we'll see. Down the road, we need to see to make that happen.
Very deserving person, not only as a coach, but as a leader and as a person in the community. And a great person. I got to know Coach Jacks very well. Was very fortunate to golf with him many times. Unfortunately, he wasn't a great golfer, but he sure had a passion for it. And I loved coaching with him, or loved playing with him, and certainly loved playing under him when I was here playing football. So he certainly was a great person.
Well, here we go, second half getting started. That wraps up our Heater Lumber halftime show. Third quarter action here on EYT, brought to you by Zockrell Motors. Here's the kickoff. And is that Hyndman again?
Yep. 2 in a game.
Bagging his way forward.
That's a career for him. He's had a touchdown catch, and now he's had 2 kickoff returns. So he'll want Coach to put him deep next week now.
Yep. He'll be like, I like to split wide out.
Yep, I can hear him now. Coach, I'm running these kickoffs so well. You should put me deep.
When I see Davey, too, Davey was a student of mine. I'm going to say, Davey, come here. Mr. K wants to tell you something. Put Hyman out there. I'm going to see what he can do.
Yep.
Well, Central Clarion with that football. They lead 35-6 here in quarter number 3. Ferguson takes that snap, hands it off. That's Rex over the right side. Cuts back in. Here he goes, 45-yard line. He'll be dropped up around the 47. That's a gain of 17, and they're going to move the chains for the Wildcats.
Ethan's just a freshman, but, boy, he's big and strong and fast. And this is a name you're going to hear a lot of in the next 3 years for Central Clarion football. He's the heir apparent for Jace. Fortunately for Central Clarion fans, Jace has another year, but Ethan will probably be the starting quarterback when Jace graduates, and a tremendous talent, too.
Smale wide out to the right. You got Burford on this left side. 1st and 10, ball resting at the 46-yard line. on the Central Clarion side of the field. Ball handed off. A little delayed there. Gets it to Rex, and he'll still get a little bit out of it, maybe a couple. Out to about the 48-yard line.
And I think this is probably what you're going to see most of the second half, is you're going to see a lot of the ground game and trying to see what the Central Clarion offensive line can muster. They don't get a chance to run the ball consistently because they're so efficient passing the ball, but this is a good time for them to work on some of their blocking techniques.
Second down and 8, ball resting at the 48-yard line now for Central Clarion. Ferguson now drops back, looks to throw. Fires that football. He's got a man breaking free, and is it going to be picked off? It is intercepted. Coming up with the interception is big number 14, Dante Mori.
We got a flag on the play, but it's holding against Central Clarion.
Yep, so Brookville will decline it. They'll take the football.
And that's exactly what Brookville needed.
Well, that's one of those situations by deferring to the second half kind of work for him.
Exactly. And, again, I'm not sure what the coaching staff was thinking there, but I thought that they were going to just pound the ball. They had Smale deep. Jace just couldn't get the ball to him, and the safety jumped in front and picked the ball off. So Brookville, again, looking for something positive. This is something you can build upon.
So Brookville with Krug, Sariani, sidecar. Takes that snap, looks to throw, finds Sariani out of the backfield. This makes a man miss. He's back up to the 30-yard line, first down. And finally stood up and driven out of bounds right around the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 15.
It's a good offensive play. And, again, just trying to find things positive. Just a little check down, hit Sirianni out of the backfield, and picked up a good gain there. So they picked up a first down, and things they're really looking good now, and hopefully they can keep this up.
First and 10, new set of downs here for the Raiders. 10:22 on the clock. Krug looks to throw. Takes it down the left sideline, and the pass is incomplete. Was looking over there for Sirianni again as he kind of spun out of the backfield, went down that sideline.
And that's a good matchup. They had Nazer, who was a outside linebacker, guarding him. So, they'll definitely come back to that again. Sirianni out of the backfield against a linebacker, they'll take that all day.
Second down and 10, ball resting at the Brookville 35-yard line. It is a Zocro Motors third quarter here on EYT. Twins on each side for Krug. Going to send Sirianni in motion out of the backfield. Right across the middle, and it is caught. Yeah, it is another first down caught in stride. Sam Krug brings it in. He'll take it out to midfield. That's a 15-yard pickup. They're going to move the chains.
Another good confidence builder for Krug. They're just hitting shorter passes, trying to get things over the middle, and I think they've found something here that's been successful for them so far.
First and 10, ball at the 49-yard line. Krug, Sirianni, left side. Sirianni, nice positive yardage. Takes it for about 3. Across midfield and to about the 48-yard line. Second down here and 7.
And I think one of the things the Brookville coaching staff is obviously trying to emphasize to the Brookville kids is let's just try to score once. Just don't look at the score. Just try to score once. Let's just slowly get back into this game.
Second down 7 here for the Raiders. We do have the ball across midfield in Central Clarion territory. Krug throws. It is dropped. Mm-hmm. Good defense there to knock it away.
But I still like the call. I think that's a very high completion percentage there. Unfortunately, they were not able to make the catch. Looks like brings up a third and still manageable. 7?
Yep, 3rd and 7. Maury was the intended receiver there. So 3rd down and 7. Brookville here at midfield, and if they don't get it here, it'll be interesting what they do on 4th. Ball kept by Krug over the left side. And Krug, good positive yardage inside the 45, down to about the 43-yard line. Picks up 5 yards.
Tackled by Burford, and Burford's just been responsible for Pete on that side, and that's what a lockdown corner does, is able to come up and make tackles, and that was a big stop, so it brings up a 4th and a short 2.
So 4th down, the offense out there for Brookville. Sirianni is going to spin out to the left side along with Amori over there. Trips are going to be on the right side, empty backfield for Krug. Here's 4th and 2. Krug smacks the hands, takes the snap, pocket collapses, throws, and it is caught. But I believe it is going to be short of the first down marker. We'll see where the spot is. Sam Krug brought it in. It's just going to be enough. Good job by Brookville to pick that one up. Boy, it was very close.
Clarion brought everybody that time. They brought both their inside backers. They were trying to pressure Krug, and Krug was able to get rid of that ball just in time. So very good completion, good pitch and catch, and 1st and 10 for Brookville. They've got the ball moving now.
Trips on the left side. Pete Freeman out there along with Morey. Krug in the backfield. 1st and 10. The ball to 41 of Central Clarion. Nice drive by Brookville. Pocket collapses. Krug hit as he released that football. It's a jump ball on the far side, and it goes incomplete. Pete and Burford on the coverage.
Yep, that was interesting because either one of them could have caught that ball, and they both kind of positioned themselves like it was a jump ball in basketball.
Yeah, it did.
Not that I know anything about a jump ball in basketball, but that's what it looked like to me, and neither one of them come down with the ball, so it brings up a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, you called it perfectly. Lee Kroll's down there. He said, I was ready to throw the ball with those two. So you got the tip. 2nd down and 10, ball at the 41. Here's Krug again. Again, pocket collapsing. Hit as he releases that football, but there it is. It's Sirianni with the catch inside the 10. It'll be a 1st and goal for Brookville. Krug took the hit but got the completion. Ball all the way down to the 9.
Really good adjustment by Brookville. They're able to stop the pressure. Oh, we got a roughing the passer also.
So it's a 32-yard pickup and a roughing the passer. And that'll add a little more on top. Boy, I'll tell you what, Brookville, what a nice drive for them as they come right down the field. It's a 1st and goal.
Brookville will have a 1st and goal.
Going to put them at the 3-yard line.
From the 3.
So we have, again, twins on each side. Krug will work out of the shotgun. He's got Sirianni sidecar right. Sirianni's been the workhorse on this drive. Ball snap back. He's going to give it to Sirianni. The Krug kept it that time, and he's going to be hit and drop for a loss on the play, actually back to about the 5. Kind of surprised he didn't hand her off there. But
Yep. Yeah, they had a lot of penetration there. Central Clarion was able to penetrate on the right side of the line, and they shut that play down immediately. So I think he would have been better off to give it to Sirianni there.
Well, he just says at the 5, got a little more room, right?
Well, what they've been doing in the past now is just circling Sirianni out of the backfield, and he's matched up with a linebacker. So let's look for that again.
Trips up, single receiver right, Krug. Sirianni, and the ball tipped in the end zone. I think that was that Smale getting the tip?
Yep.
And it goes incomplete.
Good coverage.
So 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line.
And that's the advantage that Central Clarion has. They have 2 very good corners. Smale and Burford have both been playing man-to-man, head up, all night long with their 2 wide receivers, and they've been very successful tonight. So Brookville's been forced to go to alternate receivers, and Sirianni was the one person that they've had some success with. I thought they were going to hit him last time out of the backfield because he circled out, but he opted to go to the wideout.
Well, let's see this time. Sirianni sidecar left, and is there a timeout taken with 4 seconds on that play clock? We will see a timeout taken by Brookville. So 6:48 to go here in the 3rd quarter. We'll take a quick timeout as well. 35-6 the score. Central Clarion leads. Brookville, though, threatening. You're watching Kerle Tire District 9 Championship Football on the EYT Media Network. All right, so the timeout by Brookville. They have the football. 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line. They trail here by a score of 35-6 to Central Clarion. This will be 4-down territory for the Raiders. They wouldn't get it here.
So 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line.
So here we go. Krug and Freeman are on the right. Pete's on that left side. Send him in motion. Krug looking, throwing, and the pass is incomplete. Tried to find Pete. So 4th down. So we'll see the offense stay out there. That stops the clock at 6:43.
That was an interesting call because you see that a lot in the professional level. They put the wideout in motion and ran a little rub play or a little pick play, and they just couldn't make the connection. But it certainly was open.
Well, here we go. Big 4th down. 4th and goal from the 5 here for Brookville. Empty backfield. Looking to throw, does, and then coming back. It's caught. And is it a touchdown? It is. Was that, let's see, it is Pete getting up with the touchdown. A 5-yard pass from Krug to Pete. And Brookville, nice drive there to get the score here against Central Clarion.
Well, again, I just credit all that to the coaching staff. They obviously went in and made some adjustments. They were able to settle the kids down, find some positives, and be able to put together a very impressive drive here. So they're right back where they needed to be.
They will go for the 2-point conversion since they missed that one, the extra point earlier. Looking to throw. Krug fires, and it is incomplete. So 35-12 is where we are at. And we'll break here. 6:38 to go here in this 3rd quarter. 35-12 now. Central Clarion leads Brookville. You're watching Kerle Tire District 9 football on exploreClarion and D9Sports.com.
Welcome to 12 Series, a veteran-owned and operated company. Want to stand out amongst the crowd? This is the brand for you. They have apparel that ranges from cardio tanks and hoodies to sweat noggin covers. The apparel isn't just designed for the gym, it's designed for everyday life. Whether at work, the range, or at a family outing, 12 Series will turn heads. Find and like 12 Series on Facebook and Instagram.
All right, back at Central Clarion. Brookville back on the board here with a nice drive right down the field. They got the they got that ball and took it right down scoring. 35-12 now, though. Gets set to kick it off. Well, and you know who's all excited about the kickoff, though? It's Hayden Heineman. He's like, I'm going to get some more stats.
Well, we'll see if they give him the ball game.
They might.
If they do, I'm telling you, he's going to go to Coach Eagleton and say, put me deep next week, Coach. I'm ready.
So Plyler ready, and Heineman says, I'm going to right here.
Yep.
Here's Plyler's kick. He's going to send it down the field. And that,
nice grab.
Yeah, it was a real nice grab right up front there. And that was Beckwith.
Breathworth,
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, right there at the 50-yard line. Good hands. A lot better than his dad's. I know that. I had his dad in school.
Yeah.
And he played football, of course, with Clyde Connie over at the Clarion Limestone.
Yep, I had Braylon in junior high.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah, good kid. Really good kid. Like him a lot. He's had a great defensive year. Got to congratulate him for being selected by the coaches, the MVP defensively. So he's had a tremendous year too. Another kid that just works hard. Doesn't say much, quiet kid, but boy, he works hard, and you'll take 1,000 of him anytime.
So Central Clarion will have the ball.
Yeah, offsides.
All right, so we're going to do this again.
Yep.
Okay. The famous do-over. And Beckwith says, well, that gets wiped off.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like that penalty. I've always thought, if they're offsides, why can't you decline that?
Yeah.
I don't understand why you allow them to kick again and give them another opportunity for an onside kick.
Well, that is a Plyler on there. See if he tries it again. Now he's going to try the opposite side, maybe.
Yeah, it looks it. He's lined up that way.
Yeah. Nope, he's going to switch. So maybe he'll try it lefty. Seen guys do that.
Mm-hmm.
This time he's going to kick it. And is that Quinn back there? Takes it at the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. There goes Quinn. 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20 to the 15 and down inside the 10-yard line. He's looking to make sure. Was there a no? There. Was there a flag?
Well, I see them pointing, so.
Yeah, I saw everybody kind of stop. Mm-hmm. Oh, well.
Yeah.
So there it is. Okay. It's why hard to pick up those flags now on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Have to change the color.
Yep.
Need to be like Quinn's shoes. Those stand out.
Yeah, they do stick out. You're right.
Goes against Brookville, though. Oh. So Central Clarion will have it.
Penalty will be against Brookville.
Yeah, we're not sure what that penalty was.
They made it up. Yep.
Yeah.
Ball inside the 5-yard line.
That's all right. Ball inside the 5, down to the 3. First and goal here for Central Clarion.
We do have some information here in the press box, but obviously Lee can't help us out.
Ball handed off. Quinn, left side, touchdown. Boy, that was bang, bang.
Yep.
3 yards for Quinn.
Yep. He runs hard, too. Like to see him get rewarded. He's another kid that played junior high football for me and just works his tail off. So not blessed with a great deal of talent, but what he does have, he certainly uses every ounce of it. Great kid.
So here we go. Euchre's on for the extra point try. Euchre has been good all year long. And the kick on the way, and that's another one. That is up and good. 42-12 is where we stand as Central Clarion leads Brookville here with 6:17 to go here in this third quarter. We'll take a break. You're watching Kerle Tire High School football right here on ExploreClarion and D9Sports.com.
That'd be a running clock now. Right?
2 born and raised Clarion County attorneys with an office in Clarion. Serving the Tri-County area in criminal defense, DUI family law, child custody, divorce, and wills and estates. Visit their website at aaronandmerwin.com or contact them at 814-229-5300.
There we go, folks. We do want to announce Nico and Brett down there. You can see there our boneless wing eating champions. As they went on the attack tonight, they were timed, and I think Nico and Brett, they were pretty close in time. But I think Nico might have edged out Brett by a couple seconds on his tray. They're young guys. They can, they can put it away.
Those days are over.
Oh, big time. I even look at something and I gain 47 pounds.
Yep, I'm with you there.
Here's Euchre. Kicks it short and take it up right around the 35-yard line on that play. Nice job by Sam Krug. So good. Brookville gets it back.
Good to see Sam back in the lineup. He was injured early, and he's back in the lineup.
So the ball at the 33-yard line. 6:14. Brookville, fantastic drive in their last possession. They see if they can keep that going. They trail by 30 here, though. Red Bank was in control of their game against Coudersport. Here's Krug out of the shotgun. Krug looks to throw. Looking for Sariani, and it is just out of his reach. Beckwith was down there on defense.
Exactly the same play they ran the last series, and they were able to connect. This time it was a little bit too far forward, but again, you see what they're trying to do now. They're obviously frustrated by their wideouts. They can't get their wideouts free, so this is the one thing that they've adjusted at halftime, trying to get Sirianni free over a linebacker down the sideline.
Yeah, that was actually helpful on defense. Want to get it right. Thought it was a 3-0, not a 2-0.
Charlie.
Yep.
Charlie is another one ahead in junior high. And again, another great kid. It's good to see him being successful.
So, second down and 10. Ball resting at the 33 here for Brookville. Krug looking to throw, steps up. And, boy, he got rocked as he got rid of that football. It's going to go incomplete. He was aiming for Sirianni. 6 minutes is where we stop that clock here after the incompletion. Third and long.
This is the position that Brookville didn't want to put themselves in, third and long. That's Central Clarion seems to be able to find some pressure now. They bring some inside pressure, and Hyman and the likes will probably give more pressure this time. Now it's a third and long.
We're going to keep Sirianni in the backfield. Single receiver right trips off to the left side. Krug looking to throw. Flag. And the pass is incomplete. There is a flag, though, on the play. See what this is. If this goes against the offense, I would imagine you decline.
Yeah. Yep. Guessing it's a hold against Brookville.
Yep, it is. Official's microphone must be broken because I turned it up and there was nothing.
I think
not unusual here.
He used it too much in the first half.
You wore the batteries, huh?
Yeah. It's my friend Kevin Doverspike.
So fourth down. Here comes Plyler to punt this football. Smale back deep. Central Clarion leads here 42-12, and now Brookville punting. Punts away. It's short, but it takes a nice bounce, and it rolls inside the 35-yard line. And it'll be right there. So that is where Central Clarion will have the football. 5:51 to go. One more score, and it would put this game into that mercy roll.
Yep. And this is where I think Clarion will probably, and again, I said this before, and I was wrong, but I would think Central Clarion would want to try to ice this just by running the ball and running the clock and you know, not putting your quarterback or your wide receivers in jeopardy and trying to get everybody, you know, healthy for the next week.
So here we go, 1st and 10 from the 35. Ferguson throwing. It is caught. And what was that out there? That was Smale out there on the right side.
Yeah.
Short, well, I guess he gets 5 out of it. Take it out to the 40.
And again, I was wrong. I guess that's why I'm up here.
Burford on that right side this time. They're going to bring Smale to the left side. 2 receivers. Clock turning, 5:23 to go here in this Zockro Motors third quarter. Ferguson takes that snap, hands it off. And 45-50, Harrison making a move outside. Cuts back inside 40, 35-yard line. Boy, for not a large man, he can move. And he moves people, too.
Got to say, Coleman Slater was pulling from his inside guard. He kept trucking downfield and ended up finding somebody to block and springing the running back Harrison for another 5 or so yards. So a great run and good blocking. You don't get to mention an offensive lineman very often, but Coleman's another one of those tough nut kids.
So 1 and 2. Noah Harrison, does he wrestle?
He does not.
Boy, he should.
He is a basketball player, and I've said this several times. He's vertically challenged, and he gets mad when I say that. But he's a very good baseball player. He was a member of the state championship baseball team.
Had a chance to see them. That was fantastic. Here's Quinn breaking at 20, 15-10. Quinn out of bounds, 1st and goal now for Central Clarion. With that football down around the 6-yard line. We'll see where they spot it, 6 or 7.
That was a burst of speed by Brady. I didn't know he had that kind of speed, but boy, he turned it on down the sidelines and almost scored.
Ball resting at the 6 now. Harrison checks back in. Smale left. Burford off to the right. Here's Ferguson. He can run too. Ferguson draws back. Dancing around, fires for Smale, touchdown. Oh, what a nice pass to Smale, and a good catch on the other end. And Central Clarion now extends that lead and will put this game into the mercy roll.
Just a great connection, a great throw by Ferguson, athletic move by Smale catching the ball, down and out, timing was perfect, a difficult play to defend. Obviously, those two have a very strong connection.
Here's Euchert's kick. It's on the way. That kick is up and good. So 49-12. We'll take a break. When we come back, the clock will be rolling now. 4:16 to go here in quarter number 3. You're watching Kerle Tire District 9 AA Championship Football. It's all right here on Explore Clarion at D9Sports.com.
Brookville Equipment's always been well known in the community as a great local employer.
Very family-oriented company.
Brookville has a really great benefits plan here.
We're pretty diverse in what we do, from mining to streetcars to locomotives.
We're helping the infrastructure of the country.
Medical insurance, dental, vision, competitive wages, paid time off.
It's an opportunity. It's something that you can enjoy doing.
And you can apply right through our website.
All right, back at Memorial Stadium, Central Clarion leads it now 49-12 here in this District 9 AA Championship. After the contest, we will bring you the medal ceremony, so you want to stay tuned for that. They will crown the district champion. Here's Euchert. Scrimming it down the field. That ball's live, too, and Seriani's, I think, going to get on top of that football. Or that is not Seriani. That is number 26. So that would be Garrett Gumpher. So Brookville has it. Once they snap that ball, the clock will be rolling. Some updates here coming in. They're tight here at the line. Krug in the shotgun. Seriani's going to swing out of the backfield. They're going to get him on that swing pass, but it's incomplete. Burford over there, Nazer 2 on the coverage.
It's got to be at least the third or fourth time that they've tried to hit Seriani out of the backfield. And, you know, they've been successful a couple times, but now Clarion's adjusting to that a little bit more, and I think they're going to have to try to find somebody else open now.
Second down and 10. That football sitting at the Brookville 38-yard line. Clock rolling now, 3:15 to go here in this third. Ball snap back, handed off. Seriani getting the carry. How about Seriani? That's a first down. Stays up across midfield, and he'll be dropped at the 49-yard line. Give him 13 and a first down.
He's been running hard all night, catching the ball out of the backfield and running those quick little trap plays out of the backfield. You know, it's really it's impressive to see a kid that's still running hard, still playing hard, even with a running clock.
First and 10 here for the Raiders. Ball at the 49-yard line. Here's Krug. Takes that snap, looks to throw. Looks down the right side. Then coming back, fighting and making the catch. I think that's inbounds. Nice job that time by Sam Krug to bring that in. Wow.
Sam's another one that's had a really good game.
Ferguson was down there helping on the coverage, and Krug's going to bring it in all the way down to the 20-yard line.
Looks like it's just inside the 20-yard line. First and 10.
So here we go, Brookville with that, just that nose of that football into the Dubrook red zone. Clock down to 2 minutes here in the third. Here's Krug in the backfield. Seriani's there. He's going to hand that to him. Making his run left side, cuts back right, makes a couple missed tackles, and he's inside the 15. Take it down to about the 14-yard line. Nice 6-yard run. Second down and 4.
Another good positive play for Brookville. Picked up, looks like a good 6 yards. It's where they wanted to be, second and 4.
Had a couple nice drives here in this second half. Here's another one. Krug in the shotgun. Sirianni sidecar left. Twins on each side. And he's going to throw that football to the left side. It is caught. That's a touchdown. That's Pete. Oh, how about that? 14 yards for the score.
That was a little back shoulder toss. Very good connection. One of the only times that Pete had been able to get free from Burford, and a really good connection, a good throw by Krug. Good connection, and as I said, really positive things for Brookville in the second half.
Brookville going for the 2-point try here.
I think this is the hardest play in football to call.
Yep. Well, here they go. As they trail, they want to try to that score evened out. Krug over the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. So the 2-point try, no good. And it makes it 49-18 is where we stand. Minute 5 to go here in the third quarter. Timeout time. Kerle Tire, District 9 championship here on exploreClarion and D9Sports.com.
Are you ready to boost your team spirit? Look no further than shopteamwear.com, your one-stop destination for all your school and team apparel needs. We've got you covered whether you're a die-hard fan searching for the latest gear or aiming to fundraise for your team. And here's the best part, you're in control. Choose the products and prices that work for you. Discover the ultimate apparel shopping and fundraising experience at shopteamwear.com. It's time to gear up, fundraise with ease, and make a statement together. Boost your team spirit, empower your community. Shopteamwear.com, where passion meets fashion.
There's that Central Clarion student section there, still having a good time as the Brookville Raiders get the score here, 49-18. Krug and Pete connecting on that one. Let's see who's going to go back deep. Quinn's going back deep for Clarion, I think Wright as well. That is Brendan Wright.
Yep. And I think if I were Brookville, I would kick it away from Brady Quinn.
We will see. Here's Plyler on the kickoff. He's just going to pooch it down the field. And it did hit Hyman, but he lost it.
He could have had 3.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Smales going to pick it up. Hyman was like, ah.
I will mention that to him the next time I see him, too. He had his chance to have the trifecta, and he dropped it. So that any chance he had to go on deep next week, that's done.
Update there, 37-13, Westinghouse leading. So that update there, Westinghouse 37-13 with the lead. So here's Ferguson now. Minute left to go here in the third. Gives it to Rex. Over the right side, and Rex is going to be tripped up, and he'll get out probably about 5 yards out to the 44-yard line.
When he runs the ball, it just seems like he breaks the tackle every time he runs the ball. And for a freshman to say that about a freshman running back, that's a pretty good compliment. So he's a big, strong kid and only a freshman. So he's pretty young and has a couple years to grow into that body, and I'm sure he'll get bigger and faster and stronger.
Quick update, too, Zochro Motors update. Port Allegheny 29, Brockway 10. That in the late third quarter. So it looks like it could be Port and Red Bank next week. Ferguson across the middle throws. It is caught and pushing off people. How about that? All the way down the field. That is Hyndman on that outside. You said it.
I said it.
And Hyndman, he was not going to be denied. He was like a locomotive going down that right side.
He's a big, strong kid. I can't tell you how hard he's worked in the offseason. Was in that weight room all the time, and it's certainly paying dividends for him. I wouldn't tell him that, though, but he's a big, strong kid.
That's the end of the third quarter. We go to quarter number 4. Central Clarion lining up for another score here. And you're watching all this great football. Kerle Tire High School football and exploreClarion and D9Sports.com. Well, back at Memorial Stadium, we go to quarter number 4. It's a Clarion County Community Bank fourth quarter here as Kerle Tire football continues. Central Clarion leads 49-18. Looks like the winner of this one is going to get Westinghouse next week as they had extended that lead in their contest. So might get a rematch of what we saw last year. See where that game's going to be played. Murford's going to go wide out to the left. Smale off to the right side, and we'll probably see if something would happen here, get a score. You might start to get to see some different uniforms in there. Rex will work in the backfield. It gets all quiet, and here we go. It's weird. It really
weird.
did. Even the crowd, I had the mic up too. And hand off Rex, cuts left. Here's Rex. He's going to be hit and drop, but just shy of the 10. They'll put him at about the 12.
Sam
Picks
Krug.
up 6.
Sam Krug
Yep.
come up, made the tackle. Great touchdown-saving tackle there. That play was supposed to go to the right. Rex cut it back to the left. It had nothing but green grass, and Krug came up from nowhere out of his corner position to make a touchdown-saving tackle.
Let's see, right checking in here. Quinn out there. Couple in and out here for Central Clarion. Ferguson in the shotgun, second down at about 4. Going to hand that football off over the right side. And that was right getting the carry, and he's going to get down to about the 11. Gets about 1. So third down and 3.
Good to see Brandon Wright get a carry there. I believe that was his first carry of the game.
So third down and 3. Ball resting at the 11-yard line. Big thing here is that clock rolling.
Yep. I was just going to say that. This is where the hurry-up offense doesn't hurry up. Take your time. Make sure that play clock gets down inside the single digits. What Jace is doing.
He's going to hand it off. And Rex with the carry was looking to see where he stepped out at right around the 7, and that should be enough for a first down. And where he comes in, it should be. Yep, it should be a first and goal now. So he does pick it up. So he picks up 4. So first and goal for Central Clarion.
First and goal from the 7.
I would imagine. I guess it doesn't matter now because that clock's going to be rolling no matter what. But see, maybe just go right back to Rex here.
Yep.
Ball at the 7-yard line for the Wildcats. Does give it to Rex. Here's Rex over the left side. Bust outside. Now there's a whole bunch of Brookville players there, and they're going to tackle him and push him out of bounds. Right there at about where the line of scrimmage was.
Yeah, Brookville defended that play very well. They brought some inside pressure, and Rex wanted to bounce it inside, tried to bounce it outside. The corners came up for support, and he had nowhere to run.
So Central Clarion now second and goal. Ball sitting still at the 7. Down around 9 minutes to go here in the ball game. Line comes set. Ferguson sends Quinn in motion. Fakes to Quinn. Rolls to the right side. Ferguson looking. Throws that ball, and it's incomplete. So we go to fourth down.
I know when Heineman sees this tomorrow morning, he's going to say, "Coach, look at me. I was wide open in the end zone," and he was. Unfortunately, he was in the left side of the end zone, and Ferguson was running to the right side, so he didn't see him. But tried to squeeze that ball in, just couldn't make it.
So fourth down, ball sits at the 7. Or is it third? Okay, it's third. Got that glare over there. It looked like 4. Roll to the right side. Here's Ferguson looking to throw. Ferguson comes right back across, back of the end zone, caught touchdown. Quinn in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. Goes 7 yards.
And that's what makes Ferguson so dangerous. He was rolling to his right, look back over the middle, which oftentimes they tell you not to throw back over the middle. he fired a bullet, hit Quinn right in the middle of his 2 and his 8, and another touchdown for Quinn and for Central Clarion.
Euchre's on for the extra point try. And the kick on the way, and that kick is good.
Euchre's kick is good.
So,
Central Clarion
56-18, Central Clarion leads it here in quarter number 4, 8:05 to go. We'll break. You're watching Kerle Tire High School football and Explore Clarion at D9Sports.com.
Throughout West Central Pennsylvania, people are losing their glasses. Well, they haven't really lost them. They just don't need them anymore. Thanks to the amazing LASIK surgeons at Laurel Eye Clinic. Call Laurel Eye Clinic and schedule your free consultation.
Looking for a new Bobcat tractor? Northeastern Equipment Sales and Rentals has inventory on the lot, ready to be loaded up so you can get to work on tough jobs. Check out Bobcat of Clarion at 1214 East Main Street in Clarion.
Thinking that this must be the second group for kickoff, except for Smale.
All right, back here live at Memorial Stadium, 8:05 to go here in the fourth. Central Clarion set to kick things off. Freeman and Pete back deep. Here's Euchre to kick. And he's going to kick that ball. It's going to go out of bounds. So we'll have the flag. It'll come out to the 35-yard line. So the clock doesn't move. 8:05 to go here in this one. And again, at the conclusion of our game tonight, we will have the medal ceremony for you with the introduction of each of the players and the District 9 plaque and trophy. So here comes Brookville now as they trail here in this one, 56-18. They have been moving the ball well, though. And you're going to see a few starters still in there defensively.
Yeah. A couple new kids. I see Josh Duncan's in there and Jesse Swinski. So there are some kids in there, some new faces, which is good to see. Oh, we got a timeout.
Yeah, I don't think Brookville had enough people out there. They had an issue. We'll hold here on this one. And at last look, I had got that update as Westinghouse was leading 37-13. And let's see, we got Port at final. They're Port 29, Brockway 10. So that game must have been in the fourth, not late third quarter. So 29-10, Port beats Brockway. And Red Bank was up big time on Cowdy, so it looks like it'll be a Red Bank and Port final next week. And that's the other thing, too. I know last year they had those kind of on opposite days. We were able to hit both games.
Right.
So the championship for Red Bank, hopefully, I don't know if it'll be maybe Friday night and you'll see maybe that double A on Saturday or vice versa. Depends what's going on. But we'll bring as much for you as we can. Of course, over there at the same time, it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
Of course, Dave Katis comes back next week, and I don't know. I called his wife, tried to delay him. I'm having fun. You're doing a great job.
Well, thank you. I'm certainly having a blast too. It's always fun to work with you.
Well, here we go. Ball sits at the 35-yard line. And it off. Sirianni gets the carry, and he's going to be stood up, driven backwards, but he'll get up. Give him about 4 yards out to the 39-yard line.
Colgan in the quarterback for Brookville.
Clock running down, 7.5.
See Hyman coming off, Harrison coming off, so they're starting to rotate some new bodies in there. It's good to see.
Tyler showing us there on his phone. Yeah, we saw that final score. Here's Krug. Working second down here in about 6. Because it's Sirianni, and he's going to be spun around. He'll get yardage out across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Picks up about 3 more. And a third down and still about 3.
Tripped up by Alston.
So 3rd down and 3 here for the Raiders as they try to keep this drive alive here against Central Clarion. Late here in the ball game. Turning clock. 3rd down 3, and they're actually taking some time here too. Down to 10 on the play clock. Here's Krug. Krug takes that snap, gives it to Sirianni, and he'll get stood up, gets maybe one. And the way the official comes in, I think he just gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all 4th down.
Holden Sparks in on that tackle. It's good to see him in.
Brought down by Sparks and Alston.
So 4th down. Brookville's offense stay out there. Central Clarion really moving guys in and out as fast as they can. Now Brookville will wait. So 15 on the play clock. Krug takes that snap. Gives that to Sirianni over the right side, and he's not going to get it. Tackled by a horde of Central Clarion Wildcats. He'll lose a yard to the 41, and Central Clarion will take over. So Central Clarion will come out here with that clock at 5:24. But imagine we're going to see new quarterback, all kinds of stuff.
Yep.
From the Brookville 41.
As I said, that's one of the things that I worried about, just trying to get everybody off the field healthy. And, with a running clock now, and we're down to, I don't know how many, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can finish this 5 minutes, get some fresh faces in there, and hopefully we'll call some names out here we haven't called for a while.
It looks like the quarterback is going to be
Briggs
Beckwith.
Yep.
Beckwith is going to hand that off. Right side, right. And Wright's going to be tackled. Not till he gets down to the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 10 yards. They say he's down at the 31. 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. So a nice gain for Wright.
See Gabriel Anderson in there, number 50. 32, Alex Love.
And so Wickie's going to go wide out left. I think you're just going to see this stay on the ground. Yeah, but who knows? Ball handed off on the right side. Banging around running with that football. That is Alex Love. And how about that? Another 1st down as he's going to take it all the way inside the 15 down to the 11-yard line.
Alex was another kid that played junior high last year for us. A great kid, hard-working kid. Played a very good middle linebacker for us. It's good to see him have success, too.
So here we go, 1st and 10. Ball in the Dubrook red zone. Ball at the 11-yard line. Beckwith is under center. He's going to hand that off over the right side. And Wright is going to barrel his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Brendan Wright will take it in from 11 yards out for the Wildcat touchdown.
So that comes at the 3:46 mark for Central Clarion. What a nice run by Wright.
Good to see those young kids in there getting some time. They spent the last 2 weeks on the practice squad showing the varsity kids what Brookville was going to do against them, or at least what Brookville was going to try to do against them, and they're certainly getting rewarded tonight.
Smith the holder. Here's Euchert on for the extra point try. Kick's on the way, and that kick is high, long, and that kick is good. How about 63-18? Central Clarion leading it here, and you are watching Kerle Tire High School football right here on Explore Clarion at D9Sports.com.
That's good to see, and that's what junior high football is all about. You show them a little bit of the football, and hopefully you get them a little excited about the game, and they stick with it and get better and improve and, work in the off season. That's cool.
Well, here we are back at Memorial Stadium, talking there on the break as Coach Cathcart here, seeing a lot of the guys that he worked with here over the last few seasons hopping onto the field now, making some good contributions, right with that 11-yard touchdown run. Euchert set to kick things off. 3:46 to go here in this one. And they're just going to send it quickly down the field and hop it on top of that football for Brookville. That is number 53, J.R. Rahala.
Rahala fields the kick.
A freshman.
And that's something new. In the last 2 years, almost all the local teams have moved up their ninth graders. And the ninth graders are now playing JVs, and they're getting a lot of experience, and that's great to see. Used to be we had a ninth grade team was our junior high team, and 7th and 8th grade kind of mixed in. Now our 7th and 8th grade is junior high, 9th grade is JV. So it's good to see these freshmen having some success.
So the ball right there at midfield. Brookville with that football. Ball handed off. And let's see who's getting the run here. Looks like in it.
John Fritsch gets the carry.
82.
82. Calgren is the quarterback now.
Brought down by
I want to make sure we get everyone.
Brant Parker made that tackle.
So Calgren. And Fritsch. Fritsch in the backfield with him. Calgren. Second down here at about 7. Clock at 2:40. Calgren takes his time. Clock at 8. 7 down to 6. Now he'll take the snap. Fakes. He's going to keep that football, and he's going to be driven backwards. Lost the football. And Central Clarion. Nope, that ball is going all around, and they're going to call it down. Central Clarion will have the football. And that was Brent Parker, I think, was the one that got on top of it.
Yeah.
And then it went flying again.
Yeah, that was.
It was like a greased pig.
Gage Davis was in there. There were bodies flying everywhere.
So Central Clarion comes out here. Clock rolling, 2:15 to go. Beckwith is the quarterback. And they're going to use all this time. And see, they may even just have him take the knee. 6 down to 5, 4. They're going to now come set 3, 2.
That's what it is.
He'll take that knee, and now the clock's going to roll here. Central Clarion will be the champion of District 9 in AA. And it looks like next week it'll be Westinghouse who they'll be taking on in the state playoffs.
Central Clarion will move on tonight with their victory.
And next week as well, Red Bank Valley and Port Allegheny will be in that single A final here in District 9. So we'll have district play next week. Final there was Red Bank 46, County 13. And Port 29, Brockway 10. That's Zockral Motor update. So next week, we'll see what the schedule is going to look like. We might have a Friday, Saturday type thing, hopefully, for you. Central Clarion will take the knee here again. And they're not spinning that. They're taking their time. They're on that play clock, and that's all right.
Yep, one more time.
And we're about one snap away.
So one more snap, and we're going to be at the end, and we will bring you the medal ceremony coming up in the First United National Bank post-game show. And that'll be coming up here momentarily. We'll take a break as they get everything set up. It doesn't take very long. They'll get right to it. Of course, the Hall of Famer, Dave Constantino, will be on the call of the medal ceremony. That'll be coming up. We always got to throw that in when you say his name.
Hall of Famer, yes.
Punxsutawney Hall of Famer, Dave Constantino.
Speaking of awards, congratulations on your award.
Thank you very much.
Awesome and well-deserved.
Thank you. That was a surprise, the Heaslip award. I went downstairs. Katis goes, we got to go downstairs for something. I said, for what? I got a game to call. And representatives were down there, friends, family, all that stuff.
Nice.
It's crazy.
Very, very nice.
But
very
I appreciate
well
that. Thank
you.
you.
Yes.
All right, why don't we take a quick timeout? We're going to come back. We'll have the medal ceremony coming up here in the Fun Bank postgame show. And Central Clarion a winner 63-18 over Brookville. You're watching Kerle Tire High School football right here on the EYT Media Network.
Zockrell Motor Truck Sales in Clarion is an International Diamond Ed certified service department. As one of only 276 such shops in all of North America, you can be sure that when your medium or heavy-duty truck needs service, the job will be done correctly at Zockrell Motors. Our work is guaranteed nationwide at any international truck dealer, and our parts and service prices can't be beaten. Our technicians are factory trained and factory certified. Don't trust a shop that just thinks that they can make repairs. Come to Zockrell Motors Diamond Edge Certified Service Department. If it's maintenance you need, click ZockrellMotors.com or call us for a quote on those jobs too. Our prices are great. Best of all, you know the repair is done right and it's guaranteed. Get your truck service work done at Zockrell Motor Truck Sales, 2 miles north of exit 64 Interstate 80 in Clarion.
Hi folks, Matt Hummel from Clarion Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. We just wanted to wish everyone in the region with the football teams good luck in the playoffs.
One of the biggest risks to your future could be running out of money during a longer than expected retirement. Many people have not yet taken the time to determine if they will have enough assets to last throughout retirement. Our Retirement Income Evaluator can help you develop a roadmap and actionable recommendations. To learn more, stop by our office located at 162 South 2nd Avenue in Clarion. Give us a call at 223-9990 or visit JannyClarion.com. Janney Montgomery Scott, LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIP.
All right, we're going to go right to the ceremony. Charlie Krug was the first introduced, and we're going to go to the announcements.
Sam Krug. Trenton Colgan. Hayden Freeman. Colton Griffin. Stephen Plyler. Blake Porter. Aaron Turner. Riley Payne. Owen Fleming. Easton Belfiore. Dante Maury. Ian Marshall. Jack Peete. Caden Masenko. Tony Sirianni. Garrett Gumper. David Johnson. Keegan Masenko. Daniel Rafferty. Jerry McDermott. Blaine Ultimus. Gavin Hanna. J.R. Rahala. Zach Haney. Lance Spencer. Jack Knapp. Logan Lloyd. Danny Drake. Michael Colgan. Josiah Falzer. Jacob Klinger. Connor Ansinger. Easton Rush. John Frisch. Ben Frisch. Statistician Palin Lindermuth. Jamarcus Cook. Managers, Cooper Peterson, Mason Porter, Walker Lindermuth, Jude Boley, Nolan Nosker. Coaches, Nick Nosker, Bill Morrison, Jim Rush, John Macbeth, Kyle Smith, Kean Smith, Tom Krug, Bob Fye, Casey Belfiore, Jordan Hoff, Elliot Park, Kenny Lindermuth, and head coach Gabe Boley. Athletic trainer Ben Crawford. Athletic director Dave Osborne, and assistant Patty Weaver. High school principal Sean Deemer, Katie Straw. Superintendent Dr. Eric May. Your 2023 District 9 AA runner-up, Brookville Raiders. And now for your 2023 District 9 AA champion, Central Clarion Wildcats. Toby Wright, Brady Quinn, Jace Ferguson, Braylon Beckwith, Kothan Smith, Noah Nazer, Tommy Smith, Dawson Smale, Gage Davis, Brendan Wright, Coleman Slater, Jake Smith, Holden Sparks, Noah Harrison, Jesse Sawicki, Thomas Euchert, Jay Seals, Noah Preston, Joshua Duncan, Matt Alston, Jimmy Kerr, Gavin Hanold, Jacob Doherty, Peyton Ward, Sebastian Burkhart, Cohen Kemmer, Briggs Beckwith, Mason Burford, Charlie Heffel, Brady McKinley, Hunter Lechner, Brant Parker, Gabe Anderson, Brendan Carrier, Jacob Nazer, Nicholas Gross, Cam Early, Thalen Anderson, Allison, excuse me, my bad. Thalen Allison, Brady Guth, Hayden Heinman, Reagan Parker, Trey Hooks, Dylan Smale, Ethan Rex, Kingston Danner. Alex Love. Billy Kale. Ben Nazer. Connor Eberhardt. Brendan Bracken. Thomas Ferguson. Omari Scott. And Ian Hope. Coaching staff. Head coach, Dave Eagleton. Assistant coach, Dave Lauder. Doug Knepp. Cam Kirkland. Mike Ferguson. Mike Hyman. Rick Etzini. Equipment managers, Kevin Slight. Vance Slight. Athletic trainers, Steve Seifert, Emily Lubis, and Carmen Pastor. Athletic directors, Nancy Mills, Brad Frazier, and Larry Weiser. Superintendents, Dr. Joe Carrico, Mr. Brian Weibel, and Mr. Steve Young. And now for the presentation of the team championship plaque. Congratulations, Central Clarion. Come get it.
So there you go, the team plaque being given to Central Clarion. All the players introduced on both sides, and we are in the First United National Bank postgame show. Nice win tonight for Central Clarion, 63-18 over Brookville. Boy, that scoring just continues to go on for this Central Clarion team, leading the state in scoring, and they didn't let up on the gas tonight here in this championship game at all.
Not at all. And, you know, when we came into this game, we realized how the high-octane offense that they had, we just wondered if they could keep it up. Boy, they showed no signs of slowing down, and it's going to be interesting to see how they do against other districts and when they get into the inter-district playoffs, see how well they do. So it's an impressive team, very, very athletic, well-coached, well-played team.
Well, we know next week, too, it'll be against Westinghouse as they were leading convincingly in that contest, and don't know a whole lot about where that game's going to be. Should be back up this week. We're hoping so, but we will let you know this weekend. While we have it, we're going to go to the Hager Paving Player of the Ball game. We did some thumb wrestling, but I'll tell you what, Randy is really good at that. He beat me. So he got to choose, and our Hager Paving Player of the game is
Brady Quinn. Brady did a great job. He was everywhere on the field. He had a couple good runs offensively. He had a kickoff that he ran back. Defensively, he picked the ball off. Special teams, defense, offense, he was all over the field. Very deserving tonight. He's played consistent all year. Hard-working kid, great family. So, yeah, very deserving of him. Very happy and very proud of him.
Okay, Brady Quinn is our Hager Paving Player of the Ball game here in the championship. And again, Red Bank Valley, a winner tonight over Coudersport. Port Allegheny knocked off Brockway. Next week, that single A final in District 9 will be Red Bank Valley and Port Allegheny. We'll let you know, too, what's going on as far as our broadcast schedule next week. Could be on Friday or Saturday. Hopefully they're going to split them up so we can bring you both, but we'll have to wait and see. And, well, I'll tell you what, Randy, it was great having you up here. Fantastic job as always. Always love your insight into the game, and, hope we can get you back up here a few more times before this is all over with.
Oh, I'd like that a lot, Mike. It's always working. It's fun working with you guys. You guys do a great job covering all of District 9 sports. Tremendous job every time. It's just a pleasure to be around you guys. You're very professional and very well appreciated the coverage for local sports.
Well, we do thank you, Randy, too. And that'll do it for us here from Memorial Stadium tonight. And for my partner, Randy Cathcart, Mike Kalinowski here. And to my right, it is Tyler Oakes. We had Nico Cosma on the camera, Brett English down on the field. Those guys, fantastic job as always. That'll wrap things up, as I said, here for the Fun Bank postgame show. Final again, it is Central Clarion 63-18 over Brookville for the District 9 AA Championship. And that'll do it for us tonight. You've been watching Kerle Tire High School football right here on exploreClarion.com. Have a great night, folks. See you again next weekend with more great football action coming your way.
Have a great